Welcome, weary adventures, for the second time tonight to the Dungeon Brothers. This is episode 8 in the Ghost of Saltmarsh. I am your Dungeon Master, Grizzly, and I'm joined here by Oxgar Battlehammer and Bjord Snowmane. Last session was a bit of a roller coaster of emotion. A lot of things happened. We all got a bit emotional. Let's hope that it doesn't happen again, all right? Anyway, the adventurers began the session exploring the sea ghosts, slowly and methodically working through each and every room within the pirate ship. A few things of note were discovered. A hand-drawn map of Saltmarsh, marking a location 10 miles to the north, finding the words, "Find us here," in very poor English or common. A handwritten note was also found in very poor common, saying, "More supplies of ironware, as per previous arrangements and terms." The players found a prisoner by the name of Oceanus, a sea elf, from an underwater civilization called Manam, 20 miles southeast of Saltmarsh, in the deep. He had been tracking the sea ghosts to its locations and was captured by the pirates in a net. They also found a large pile of weapons and armor and 2 large piles of electrum. The weary adventurers, using great deductive reasoning, figured the sea ghost was dropping weapons and armor off to lizard folk to the north at the marked location on the map, near where the Dunwater River meets the coast, in trade for electrum ingots. With Bjord at the helm of the sea ghost, along with the new deckhands Sir Butticus and Pemble Golding, they successfully travelled back to Saltmarsh. Upon arrival back in Saltmarsh, Bjord and Oxgar rushed to Keldek Tower to try to identify the cryptic message that had been received by Keldek. Along the lines of, "I must say goodbye. The survival of the Sword Coast rests upon your shoulders, travellers." Upon arrival to Keldek Tower, the air was tense. The door was open. Scrolls and books were strewn around the room. Evidence of a deadly encounter. The players found Preek, broken bones, tortured, deep wounds, covered with cuts and bruises over his small body. The Nightshade spoke through his mouth.
"You shall take everything else you have grown to love in this world, Oxgar Battlehammer."
Furthermore, the players found the body of Keldek, and to their surprise, it appeared his life force had been drained, looking almost skeletal in form. Through once again some great deductive reasoning, it seemed that he used his knowledge that he'd gained through Archimedes and transferred his life force into an inanimate object, Archimedes' book, which was now solid gold resting on the table in front of them. The book was open and reiterated, "Gain strength, seek Kiaro's Shadowbreaker." Broken, angry, mournful, and full of regret, the players and their characters, Bjord and Oxgar, buried the bodies of Preek and Keldek and returned to the Sea Ghost. The mood around the table, in-game, and over Discord was somber. The morning came with a fanfare and a town council meeting who were interested in why there was a pirate ship in Saltmarsh. The players noted the absence of Galen Primewater, who was at a moment's notice replaced by Skerrin, Anders' sneaky butler. Upon presenting the news, the council tasked the adventurers with adventuring to the north to scope out the location on the map to identify why lizard folk were smuggling weapons. Bjord fessed to being a sea prince. The majority of the council members voted to absolve Bjord of all previous crimes. The players find themselves in the street of Saltmarsh with a few hours to spare before planning their sea voyage with Anders, and this is where we start. Episode 8 of The Ghost of Saltmarsh. A lot happened.
Hey, a lot happened.
It was a lot happened.
A
I
lot
love the
fucking
deductive
happened.
reasoning for working out that,
Yeah.
Keldek lost his life force. Very deductive.
That's right.
Love it.
Okay,
where are
so
we
we
right
just
now, DM? I forget.
exited the town council meeting.
So you guys are in town. I believe that you were heading to Mafera
Yes, that's
for
right.
something, but I can't remember. But yeah, essentially you guys got like a couple of hours up your hands before you were due to go on the boat with Anders.
All right.
Yeah, I was definitely going to check in with Mafera and see how she was going with the armor, I think. And Bjord, you were thinking about possibly dropping in to see old mate Cleric.
Yeah, Kazi. Yes.
Lucy, Kazi.
I have not been to the Temple of Procam for a long time, and I feel as if we're at a bit of a turning point here, and some divine guidance could be required. And there's a couple other things I'd like to speak with the priest about. So that's definitely on top of the list. Another thing on top of the list is we got a couple of items to ID
Yes.
from Keldek Tower.
Yes, you do.
Which we need to get done. So I think Darcy's still on the ship.
You guys went back to the ship that night of Keldek, unless you want to leave her there always with the crew.
No, she can tag around with us, I guess.
She's tagging around. Yeah. Just doing
All right.
things. So,
Well,
guys,
we might get her to have a look.
Yeah, mark off on your sheets that you've had a long rest as well.
Oh yeah.
I've got to remember what I fucking gave you guys now. I need to go into the last episode and have a look at this real quick.
I've got it's a belt and a.
It's a belt of something.
Yeah.
And
a
a
sword of something.
of vengeance, I think.
Sword of Vengeance was definitely one of them, but we'll need to ID it.
I think what we got to is we didn't know that it was Sword of Vengeance. We just it's a magic sword.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
It's a magic sword.
We know nothing about it. Kind of deal.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So if we want to get into the role play then I guess if we can make the assumption that we've handed Darcy these two items for now and just said see what you can find out about these at some point because she's kicking around and maybe send her back to the ship. And then Bjord, you're looking to possibly go across to what's his name again?
Temple of Prakan. I think it's Welgar.
Yes. Okay. So, what would you like to do first? Do you want to go? So Darcy can ID these for you. She can do those on the spot.
Just do that.
She's going to use her spell slots to do so. A couple of them. You're going to find out that one of them is a belt of dwarven kind.
Okay.
And the sword of vengeance. You guys can add those to your inventory when you're ready.
Okay.
Let's see what the belt of dwarven kind is.
Interesting. Do you want to look up the belt and I'll look up the other one?
Yeah, I'm doing that now. Oh, what? You get 2 constitution. And you have advantage on persuasion checks. Holy shit, that's actually pretty damn good. Oh man, the rest of it's perfect, which is while you wear the belt, you have 50% chance each day at dawn of growing a full beard if you're capable of growing one.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Thicker beard. Oh man, come on. This is
so good,
mine.
dude. That is so good.
Hang on. If you're a dwarf, you gain the following other benefits. You have advantage on saving throws against poison. And you have resistance against poison anyway, which is cool.
Don't you have that anyway?
Oh, if you aren't a dwarf. Sorry. I think you get a bunch of dwarven stuff, so you can speak dwarvish.
They don't have dwarven kind.
Yeah, and you do get the resistance against poison and dark vision if you're not a dwarf.
Oh, that's actually pretty good for me, dude.
I know. Then we can speak in dwarvish to each other, which would be
dark
cool.
Vision is big because I don't have dark vision.
That's actually pretty worth doing, And I mean, I would like the con because I'm getting beat up all the time, but I mean, I'm going to get high con anyway. So
con gives you resistance to stuff to saving throws, doesn't it?
This thing gives you, you know what? Do you actually? Can I link this? I don't know if I can.
Just
to the chat, but dude, look it up because it's actually awesome, and I think you should have it now that you've mentioned that.
All right, hang on.
Because we can speak in Dwarvish to each other. Dwarven kind. It's wicked.
Okay.
You're just going to end up with a beard every morning.
50% chance.
A full beard. So good. Do you have a beard? You haven't got a beard.
Dude, it's a wondrous item. Requires attunement. Okay. +2 con. Advantage on charisma.
Benomical.
Dwarves.
Moosey, Kazi, fucking love you fellas. Welcome.
Man, that's actually really good.
Yeah, it's solid, man. I think I do think you take it because then you'll get all the dwarvish cool stuff.
Yeah. So what would 2 con get for you?
Oh, it gets me up to. I'm already on 16 at the moment. That'll get me to 18.
Okay.
But I reckon
Yeah.
you take it, man.
Con's good for me too because it'll allow me to resist. It'll hold my spells as well because it's a con saving throw for concentration.
Oh, okay. And your charisma thing, the persuasion checks is only with dwarves.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I reckon definitely that. Yeah, you have that. Stick that on.
All right. Cool.
And what does the sword do? We had to look what the sword does.
Sword. While you guys are doing that,
Yeah. Actually, I'll link it. Can I link this in chat?
Probably a bit. Could be.
Bjord, you find yourself walking up to the Temple of Prakan.
Yes.
The temple itself is very close to the water's edge. In fact, it's overlooking the water. The first thing you see as you're kind of walking up is these two huge, big human statues of what you can only presume is Prakan, who you kind of broadly know is a god of the ocean, but you don't know too much about Prakan yet specifically. But the two statues are probably, I would say, 30 feet high, holding these massive tridents. Kind of appear quite ominous and guarding the entryway to this temple as you're walking in.
Okay. I'll walk up to the temple, and do I see anyone hanging about, or is it fairly quiet?
You see a man in a blue robe, appears to be. The hood is pulled over, and he appears to be peering out over the ocean. Eyes are closed, and you can kind of make out these small little muttering of words that he's making as he's standing there.
Okay. I don't really want to interrupt him. I might just wait there for a bit and just see if he stops doing what he's doing.
Okay. And he doesn't turn, but you hear this.
Welcome, my son. Is there something I can help you with?
Yes. Hello. My name is Fjord Snowman. Is this the Temple of Prakan?
Yes, this is the Temple of Prakan. Bjord Snowman, welcome. My name is Welgar Brinehanded, and welcome to the Saltmarsh Temple of Prakan. Do you already follow a god, my son?
Look, I must confess, I'm a man of the sea, but I've not worshipped Prakan for a long time. So my answer to that would be no, but that is part of the reason for me visiting today. May I just introduce myself more formally? My name is Bjord Snowman. I used to be a sea prince, but I'm trying to make amends for my past ways. And you may have heard that a pirate ship was recently captured, the Sea Ghost. That was myself and Oxgar Battlehammer. We captured the Sea Ghost from the pirates and plan to use the ship to protect Saltmarsh. I've come here for a blessing.
I have heard
in the
rumors
hopes that,
around town of you and Oxgar out there doing your thing. Can I tell you this, Bjord? Your life is not much different to my previous. And at this point, he lifts up.
I've got to remember that I need to change my voice back. Learning. He lifts up his robe and reveals a peg leg, and he puts it back down.
May I ask how you lost your leg, Welgar?
I once was a pirate too, Bjord. I realize the faults of my ways too. Not for the Sea Princes, another pirating faction which I don't care to speak about. That passes behind me. The ocean will always be a part of me, Bjord. I don't know, us pirates, we love the ocean. So, Prakan, Bjord, often worshipped by sailors, fishermen, and others who make a living from the sea. I can see why this temple might interest you. Have you discovered anything strange about your abilities of recent?
Look, nothing really too extraordinary. I have found the ability to cast minor enchantments, fairly low level spells, but no, nothing too crazy. We have recently encountered a great evil that seems to have been growing in power. You may have heard of the legend of the Nightshade, but I can assure you it's no legend. It's real, and she's growing in power. She has one of my best friends under a mighty spell, and he's protected for now, but we will need to deal with that at some point. So, having the guidance from a god and the blessing from Prokan, I'm hoping will help us in our journey.
Yes. Granny Nightshade. Yes, a rumor. What do you say? An old wives' tale. Interesting. I assume Eliander is in assistance on this matter with you and Oxgar?
Yes, he's aware of what's happening.
Well, Bjorn, a little bit about myself, a little bit more. As I've said, I am one with the ocean here. I remember every storm, every shipwreck, every famous captain, many dead ones too. Maybe should you choose to come and pray here from time to time, I can share some of my stories with you. The man who's experienced shipwreck shudders even at the calmest sea, Bjord. Never underestimate the ocean. So,
Yes, thank you for the advice.
when is your next seafaring adventure, Bjord?
Well, we actually have been summoned by the council to assist with investigation of some bones that have been found offshore, and they keep coming in greater numbers. So we are tasked with investigating what's going on. So we'll be heading out this very day.
Well, I bless your travels on the ocean. Bjord, if you are serious about this, please, you must keep Prokan in your thoughts. At this point, he brings out the small little pendant, which I'll share to you, and it is your symbol of Prokan. I'll just add it to your thing.
Okay.
How do I do it? Edit. Bjord Snowman. So you can see that. This
You
is the
got your
symbol.
effect on still, brother.
God damn it! It's going to be so hard to not do that.
Very spooky DM.
Very spooky.
Oh, yeah, I got it. I can see it. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah,
Okay,
cool.
he gives you this symbol of Prokan, but he also goes on to say,
Now, Bjord, you are part of Prokan's future here. Whether you like it or not, if you're on the sea and you have these magic powers, it is better that you realize this sooner rather than later. A couple of things. The shipwrecks, the plunder on the ocean's floor, they are Prokan's. A word of warning to you, if you don't ask Prokan for these items before taking them, then bad weather will come and follow. So, an offering when you make your sea adventures goes well in hand for Prokan. You have the symbol, but I know that you have the faith too, Bjord. Use it well.
Thank you for the advice. Would you mind telling me what sort of offerings Prokan favors?
Prokan likes wine and fine food and wenches.
Okay, well, chuck the wenches in the water. That was a joke, Welga.
Ha! Interesting. Now, seriously though, Bjord, I would like to spend more time with you. Do come and pray with me sometime, and I will reward you in turn. I have a few shipwrecks, and I know there's treasure on these shipwrecks. Some of them might be dangerous, but yes, please return, pray with me, and maybe I can share some of that information.
That'd be greatly appreciated, Welga. Thank you. There was one other matter I wish to discuss before I go. I just wanted to check whether or not your goods made it to you from the caravan that went missing. For you see, Oxcar and I were responsible for returning the goods.
Ah, yes, thank you very much. They did make our way back to us. I didn't realize that was yourself and Oxgar that had done that. Thank you. We are in debt to you.
It's our pleasure. Unfortunately, the crew that were manning the carts weren't so lucky. It was a sea hag that took them.
Sea hag, nasty things. Sea hags.
Yes.
You bested a sea hag, Bjorn?
Look, if it wasn't for my friend Oxgar, I would not be here today. He was able to withstand the sea hag's gaze. I myself didn't fare so well, but together we got through.
Well, strong. I wish
Yes,
you
he
well
is a
on your
very strong
travels
dwarf.
today, Yord. I shall
Thank
be
you.
praying for you safe travel. I'm sure Prakan
Thank you.
is going to look after you well today.
Thank you. And just one other thing, Welgar. I was wondering that seeing as we return the goods to you, you might be willing to do Oxgar and I a favour. You
Yes.
see, we found this sword, and I pull out the sword of vengeance. And I explained to him it's a beautiful, well-balanced blade, but it seems to be cursed by a spirit.
Bears the curse. Yes, I can feel it.
Oh, well, that's great. It requires cleansing, and I obviously am not powerful yet enough to do such a thing. The spirit needs to be banished before it can be used safely. Is this something that is within your realm of skill?
I believe we can cleanse this blade. Yes, leave it with me. Maybe the next time you return to talk to me, I will have it cleansed for you.
Okay, fantastic.
So I believe you guys get to pick a weapon for that to be, don't you? And it turns into just a +1 weapon, doesn't it?
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't read that much.
I'm pretty sure once you cleanse it, it turns into just a +1 weapon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I read. But I mean, you've called it a sword. I mean, I don't know if we can change it into a hammer now. I think it's just going to be a sword.
Well, you've got your
see.
fucking hammer that does crazy crit damage.
Sword.
I do. Can
So-
you use
Okay.
swords?
So it says weapon any sword. So it can be any sword.
Yeah.
What
so
are you
anything
using
you can
now?
use.
Is you're using a short sword, aren't you?
I've got
Bjorn?
2 short swords.
2 short swords. Okay.
But Marky, you could, I don't know, if you want to double hand a great sword or
Nah, I'm a hammer boy all the way.
Plus, you'd lose your
Okay.
shield, your AC, right?
Exactly.
yeah. There's a long sword as well. It's up to you. I mean, we can decide later. I mean, if it's a short sword, I'll use it, but it's not my primary go-to.
I think
It
with
will be
this
useful
one,
though. A maul.
it is a sword. Yeah, more would be great. But I think, I mean, we call it a sword. I'm only ever going to use hammers, and I've got a good hammer anyway. So I reckon
Yeah.
you might as well have +1 sword, man. Could be useful in
Yeah.
combat.
Darcy uses a
Yeah.
rapier.
She does.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Good.
I don't mind. We can decide later. That's all good. Okay. Well, thank you, Welgar. We will be back following this mission, and I'll check in with you when maybe we can pray together.
All right.
All right.
Yes,
So
Yord.
I'll
Sounds excellent. We
leave-
shall see you next time.
Goodbye. All right. So I will head to. I'm assuming Oxgar's going to Mafera, so I'm
Yep.
going to head there.
All right.
Hey. Awesome.
So, Oxgar, you rock up to Jaska's Emporious Goods. It's got the big sign, the new branding, and to your surprise, the place is absolutely buzzing with dwarves. You've never seen anything like it. There is like people hustling past you and like bustling past each other, and the guy's walking out with a bunch of like materials, and someone else is rushing around. It is like you've never seen the place before. Usually it's quite bare and barren here.
Fantastic.
You make your way in, and Mafera sees you, and she's flushed with sweat. She's working the anvil. She turns to you and she goes, Oxgar, welcome back. I need to speak
Mafera.
to you. Come on in. Come on in.
I'm coming. What's going on in here? It's really busy.
Well, you see, Oxgar, we've started providing more and more things for the Dwarven Mine, and they just keep giving me more work. It sounds like they're quite happy with my work thanks to you. I really only have you to thank. Thank you so much for doing this. Look at my shop.
This makes me happy. This makes me very happy. Dwarves and mining and blacksmithing, it should be happening. Yes.
Agreed. Now, Oxgar, I have your full armor here. Please, I wouldn't mind you trying it on just to see if there's any final adjustments we can make.
Awesome.
You see it lying on the table. Now, this is full plate mail, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay,
That's what I'm
so
hoping it is. Yeah.
so full plate mail. and it looks exquisitely made, like fantastic. It's beautifully crafted, shining. Everything else, and on the shoulder are 2 pictures of the Jotuns, the 2 mountains on the shoulder pads.
Yes.
She kind of goes,
Oh, nice.
I
dude.
hope you don't mind, but I had the pleasure of adding a little bit of artistic flavor to this piece to mark your heritage.
Oh, yeah. And Oxcar is visibly smiling, like ear to ear, whilst bustling out of his old chainmail that he found in the mines.
Ripping it off.
And jamming it on as fast as I can, almost like a child, like putting on plate. And then once I have it on, I get my my hammer and I whack myself on the chest with it, and it just bounces off. And I'm like, yes, this is good plate. Good plate. I love it. Yes.
What's your AC with the fucking plate on now? Is it like
21.
Jesus?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's great.
People are going to have to roll in that 20s.
I'm going to give the chainmail. Mafera, here, have this chainmail. Feel free to give it to anyone in town you think deserves it. Thank you so much. This is fantastic.
No, Oxcar, I should be thanking you. Business has never done so well. I must commend you on repairing the relationship with the dwarves. And you know what? I think Jaska's Emporious Goods, even though Emporious isn't a word, has a bit more of a ring to it. Thank you.
Well, it's clearly going well. I love it. Hey, Mafera, while I have you, there's been some strange happenings in town more recently. I believe that there was a dwarf walking around asking for us while we were away. Do you have anything to share with me here?
Only rumors, Oxgar. He did not come here. It appears that he was focusing on the inns. I believe he visited all the inns in town. All I know is that he looked like you. Lankus seemed to think...
Except obviously less handsome.
Less handsome, yes. Lankus seemed to think that he looked like a mountain dwarf. So, interesting.
Okay, fantastic. Look, I've got what I've came for here. I'm very, very happy with this armor. Thank you so much for doing that. In your time, did you ever come across any other armor that looks special or unique? Let me know. Hold it for me.
Okay, will do.
Well, I can see you're busy. I'll leave you with it. I am also busy. We're off on a boat this afternoon. I'm feeling a bit nervous about that with my heavy dwarven armor. Hopefully I don't fall over the side. But
be careful with your dwarven armor on a boat, Oxcar. That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
It does. But, I'm not known for being too clumsy. Or maybe I am. Anyway, wish me luck.
Good luck.
High five.
High five. Chink gives you a high five as you walk out the door. And she continues on her busy work schedule, doing her things. Cracking away.
So I'm assuming that as I walk out, I catch Bjord.
At that moment, Oxcar, what are you wearing? That looks amazing.
Look. Nothing can get me now. I can't wait to use it in battle. Aha.
What's that on your shoulder? Is that are they mountains on your?
Yes.
On your,
there's
on your pauldrons?
the silhouette of my hometown, really, I guess you could say. It's very fitting. Only the best warriors of Clan Battlehammer wore armor like this, so I'm feeling very proud and happy right at the moment.
Well, it looks great. Let's test it out, shall we?
We should definitely test that. Well, yes, we should definitely test it out. Speaking to Mafera, she was suggesting that this crazy dwarf that was asking about us has visited the inns. I wonder whether we should pop over to Lankus possibly, or even Hannah, and see whether they have any information for us.
Yes.
The other thing too is we should see how our heads are going.
Oh yes, the trophies.
Our heads.
The trophies.
Yes. Yes. I was like, okay. Yes.
What would you like to do first?
Well, I mean, let's look at the map. Which is the closest to where we are?
I think we're quite near Kiona. We could pop into Kiona first, and then have some lunch, and then be on our way to the ocean.
Yep. I'm assuming we're gonna meet the other ships at the dock.
The other ship is at the dock, where...
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, with kind of the fishing part of the dock.
Yeah.
Katara?
Cool, alright. Where did we come from? Kiona's or Kester's Leather Goods? is over there. Yep. All right. So we'll go to Kessa's Leather Goods first.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I was going to come with you. And I'm walking with a bit of a strut with my new armor.
Yeah.
Looking pretty dang fancy there, sir. Okay. You rock up to Kiorna Kester at Kester's Leather Goods. Once again, to remind you, there is beautifully coloured hides stretched out everywhere. The place is made of wood, and you see Kiorna at the front currently dyeing a hide. Looks to be one of the hides that Bjord had previously bought in.
Kiorna, how are you?
Ah, Bjord. Ah, you brought Oxgar with you this time. Nice to meet you,
Yes,
Oxgar.
I did. Yes, you haven't met. No, Oscar, this is Kiorna. Kiorna, this is Oxgar.
Why,
Now-
hello.
Welcome, gentlemen. Come on in. I have your trophies ready. Now,
Thank you.
Bjord, I must admit, I have never seen a beast this large. This elk and boar are truly magical creatures. It's been my pleasure to practice my taxidermy skills on these. And you guys see on the table that these beautiful big wooden plaques with the heads of these animals on them. They've got the glass eyes, all the taxidermy things, all looks nice and cleaned up. But like these heads are like 3 or 4 foot in length, massive big things. She kind of turns to you both and goes, I don't expect you to carry these, Bjord and Oxgar. I can have them shipped to wherever you would like. Where would you like me to move these to? We can deliver them.
Look, we'll have the ship alongside the dock in about half an hour. We'll go past the snapping line. Could you have it delivered to the docks while we're down there at that time?
Yes, that can be
Close to
arranged.
midday?
I'll get my husband to come pick them up and ferry them down for you.
That would be great. They look fantastic. I don't know where we're going to put these, Oxgar. Somewhere.
Yeah, we'll find a good spot. Don't you worry.
Now, Bjord, look at
Okay.
this. She turns to you with this hot pink elk leather armor. Would you like some pink armor?
Is there anything? Oh well, it looks. Well, first of all, it's very bright. Is there anything special about this armor? Is it enchanted or is it just for looks?
It's pink.
Look. At the moment, I'm okay with my studded leather. Please, that's fine.
Okay,
But
and-
it looks magnificent.
Okay, anyone paying attention would notice that Oxgar eyes widen and he's got a bit of a blush on his face looking at this pink leather armor.
Oxgar,
saying
you would look
words yet.
quite nice in some hunting leathers. Hot pink?
I turned to Oxgar. What's wrong, Oxgar?
Won't these be good for stealth? For hunting? I could wear them.
Yes.
Do they fit me?
Mm-hmm. At the moment, it's just about one big sheet, but she could craft it in. She kind of goes, I could craft this into perfect armor for you, Oxgar. It would have a tunic, pants, and a matching little pink hat as well. Perfect for hunting.
Hey, Wolfie, no worries, dude. Good to have you here. Yes, Kiorna, look, please commission it. I'll just out of interest, could you design in such a way that it would also fit the likes of a female bard? We have recently got a new a member in our party who might be able to use this as well.
I shall make 2 sets for you. There's enough
okay.
elk. There's enough elk hide here. Yes,
Okay.
2 for 1.
And Oscar is still blushing and like,
Yeah.
clearly excited about that.
and,
You have some pink leathers.
Oxgar, you just got a brand new set of plate mail, and now you want pink leathers?
Surely they're good for hunting.
Yeah, twinsies. Yeah, twinsies. We can wear them hunting together. Okay. Yes, no, Kiorna, please go ahead and make them. That would be greatly appreciated.
No problems. I will try my best to fashion these up now and send them down with your trophies.
Okay. Thank you very much.
She takes them inside and you can hear her tinkering away and cutting things and doing her thing in there.
All right. Let's go, Oscar.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
And I shuffle out, and I try not to look at Kiorna as I shuffle out.
Yeah. Blushing. Okay. Snapping line, Oscar.
To the snapping line. We haven't seen Hannah for a while.
We need some more information on this.
We need
This
some information.
maybe relative of yours.
And you'll know something very strange. I'm actually dying for a cosmopolitan. It's been a while.
Yes, we need one for courage.
Yes,
I can actually, you know what? I'm actually going to take us to the snapping line. Why not? Let's use
Okay.
the fucking scene.
Yes.
Good idea.
All of this, Wolfie, how are you? Nice to see you. You haven't missed too much, Wolfie. You just missed the wrap up, which I did twice because I left Channel Point Redemptions on, and everyone was spamming the old voice lines in the chat. It was very good, pretty amusing. I like that.
Wolfie, shit went down last episode.
Oh my god! Have you had a chance to catch up, Wolfie? Yep, shit went down.
Anyway, we walk into the snapping line.
Walk into the
Hello, my
snapping
darling.
line. Ah,
Long time no
boys!
see.
Haven't seen you for 5 nights. Someone tells me you've been seeing Lankus on the side.
Oh, well, we're just trying to spread the coin around town and give everyone a fair chance. But we love your establishment.
Yes, we do. And on that note, 2 cosmopolitans, please.
Cosmopolitans,
Yes.
you heard it. And she walks away and starts brewing up a couple of cosmopolitans to you. You do notice that, because I forgot to take them off, but also, fuck it, Bolin and Colin are in there having a brew in the corner of the snapping line quite early.
Okay.
You kind of see
Cosmopolitan.
Bolin's eye, which was black, has now started to heal, and he's kind of giving you the stink eye out of his eyes as you guys kind of walk into this bar.
And I say, cheers, Oxcar, and I'll lean across and I say, Oxcar, I think to warm our new ship, you should challenge Bolin and Colin to a bout on the deck. We can invite the whole town.
Such a good idea. Yes. Yes. We can do
What
it
shall the prize
maybe this
be?
evening if we return safely from our journey. That's a good idea.
Why don't we make a wager?
You know what? It might be best.
Yeah.
Might be best coming from you because I don't know if he likes me too much. But yes, I'm keen. Great idea.
Okay. Is he a dwarf?
He's a dwarf, yep.
All right, I'm wearing the belt of Elvenkind, of Dwarfkind, aren't I?
Ah, you are. I
Yep.
talked to a dwarvish. Great idea.
Okay. All right, so I ask Hannah, please, two ales, please.
Sure. She pours the 2 ales
All
for
right.
you. She's also got your cosmopolitans and sat them on the bar. But,
Okay,
yep, 2 ales in hand.
Bring the 2 ales across, and I walk across to, was it Colin and what is it, Bolin?
Bolin and Colin, yep.
Chaps. Look, no hard feelings about the last fight. It was a great fight, and well, the best man of the day won. So here's another ale to help tide things over.
Fjord,
How are you both?
you do know he was fighting dirty.
He was not fighting dirty. It was a clean fight.
He pushed me so hard, I think he might have had springs up his sleeve.
Oh, you're just joking. It's okay. Look, I propose another fight. This time aboard the Sea Ghost. At a time of your choosing, if you should wish to wager coin, you can wager 200 gold. If you lose, we get the money. If you win, we have got a giant boar head on a plaque that will be awarded to you, and we'll engrave it with the winner's name.
Another fight, hey? 200
Yes.
gold, hey?
That was your entry fee. Yes.
A large plaque, hey?
Yes, with a giant boar skull.
Will
and,
I be
2 big
deemed?
tusks.
Will I be deemed the tavern champion once again, Bjord?
Well, you will if you win.
Roll a persuasion check with advantage because it is a dwarf.
All
First
right.
roll of the game. Let's go. Roll D20.
Man.
Let's
My
go.
persuasion is really bad.
You got an advantage, man.
Oh, no, it's not good.
A 7.
What was it? A 7. Oh,
Hang on. I think you get plus charisma, or is there a disadvantage?
no, it's just advantage.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I tell you what.
Bjord,
You enter for 100 gold, not 200.
I have a proposition to you. I'm famous around these parts, Bjord. I have a performance fee. I would like 50 gold up front. That way, I get paid even if I lose. You see, it's a win-win for me.
I see. Look, I think it's a fair wager. I'll pay you 50 gold now, and should you win, you will get the boar head. Should you lose, though, you pay 150.
Okay, you got yourself a deal. When shall we do this
Done.
fight?
I look across at Oxcar and hold my fingers. You know, one or 2 days.
I can't see it.
Tomorrow at noon.
Tomorrow at
on
noon.
the deck of the Sea Prince.
Okay, you're on, sir. And you make sure you inspect Oxcar that he's not cheating, all right? I want an independent match official.
You sound like Welgar. Chris.
Quick little one.
Fuck!
Dude, it's so hard to get it all right, man. Oh, we're getting there.
I want a match official.
Okay. You choose a match official. It can't be your brother, though.
Fine. We'll bring Folan.
Oh, Folan.
Yes,
Is he
my other
your
brother.
cousin?
Folan.
No, can't be your brother. Look, how about Lankus? We both trust Lankus. He's a dwarf.
Fine, Lankus it is.
I don't think
Okay.
Lankus is a dwarf, by the way.
Oh, is he a dwarf?
No.
Anyway, he's a third independent third party.
I
I
trust
put out my
Lankus.
hand. I put out my hand to seal the deal.
Cool, he puts his little dwarf hand in yours and shakes it. Tell you what, he's fucking strong. You can feel he like gives you a real tight squeeze, and he even goes
Yeah.
into he uses one of his barbarian rage points, and you see his face go red, and all down his arms his veins start popping, and he's like
Yeah.
fucking squeezing your hand like this, like as hard as he possibly can.
Oh, shit. And somehow I found my newly dwarven speaking, and I yell a curse at him.
Ah, that means fuck your mother in my language. Fuck your mother too.
Okay, and I kind of slip my hand out of his grip and give him a wink and wander back over to Oxcar. Well, Oxcar, looks like you got another fight. Hope you're ready.
Oh, yeah, I'm very excited. Oh, I might push him straight over the side of the boat.
Okay, so Hannah comes over at this point with your two Clausmopolitans and lies them down and goes, "So, Oxcar, I've been meaning to speak to you. We had a interesting individual come into the tavern, 2 nights ago now? I can only explain him as being you, although
Me?
it wasn't you. He looked like you. He was a mountain dwarf. He had long beard, mountain furs, but he looked a little bit worse for wear, like he wasn't quite present. He walked straight in, ignored everyone around him, walked up to the bar, and placed a parchment on the table here, and all it had on it was your 2 names. Oxcar Battlehammer and Bjord Snowman.
Did he speak at all?
He didn't speak a spoken word, just a grunt. Something like that. I responded and said that I hadn't seen you for a few days now, because, truth, I haven't seen you gentlemen for nearly 4 days now. I said that you were relatively new to town and you were doing some work for the town council, but he didn't talk back to me, so it wasn't much of a conversation. He picked up the paper and walked out.
Anything else you noticed about him?
He had the same pendant around his neck. That was the only really
interesting.
distinguishing feature that he had.
Do you think there's value in
Oxcar.
us speaking to anyone else around town about this?
Well, I mean, I heard he went to every tavern, but it's likely the same thing happened. Whether he went to the Wicked Goat, here, or anywhere else in town.
Yeah, Bjord, what were you about to say? Sorry, mate. Cutting you off.
Oh no, I say, regardless of it being someone you know or not, his actions aren't normal. If he was one of your relatives, he would have spoken. So he's clearly being controlled, or there's something not right about him. So I'd be very careful about what we do next.
I'm happy and sad about this. I'm happy that there's potentially my brotherhood still living. I've not seen one since the event, but I'm saddened by what I'm hearing. It doesn't sound like he's at all acting like a Clan Battlehammer member. Okay, well, I think we'll just continue to ask around town. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And Oscar sits back and just starts drinking his Cosmo, and also he's got the pipe of remembrance out and having a puff while he's thinking.
I'm sorry I can't be more of assistance, Oxcar. I do not know much
thanks,
about
man.
your
Very, very
past,
helpful.
but I can tell by the look on your face you are worried.
I am worried. Yeah.
What do people see for the pipe of remembrance? What forms are they seeing in the smoke in front of them?
I think this is now replaying some of the battles on the what's it called, the Ghost, the vessel. What's it called again?
Sea Ghost.
Sea Ghost.
The
Yep.
Sea Ghost. Yeah. And there's a period where I'm just smoking and the smoke is accumulating, and I'm just in deep thought thinking about what's just been said. And then as Oxcar casts his eyes up, he starts to see the ship form, and you see a smile creep onto his face, and he busts out the lute and starts playing a bit of a song, recounting his adventures as he saw them on the boat. Again, of his words stating that Oxcar was an absolute hero, destroying every enemy on the deck, whilst Bjord was cowering in fear in the corner. Of course, the images showing often the opposite, with Bjord slaying left, right, and center. And again, talking about the big battle with Snake Eyes and smashing opponents over the side of the vessel, and basically the story of heroic heroism that occurred on the vessel.
So
and then sort of...
Darcy starts chiming in with her lute as well as you're doing this, and you're seeing all these images you're explaining are taking the form of the smoke from the pipe themselves, and they come to these vivid imaginations in front of everyone, and everyone's kind of looking up. I'll get you to roll a performance check to see how well you portray this situation in the tavern.
Here we go. What do we get? What's that? That's a 19. Hoi.
So you and Darcy together are like playing off each other and everything else, and the smoke and everything else. It's a pretty treat for the eyes and ears in the pub. So much so that they start throwing a couple of gold at your feet. I think you count about 4 or 5 gold pieces, all in silver, as you guys are shredding the loots, as Moosey would say, explaining this situation.
Shredding the loots. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. And yeah, I mean, it finishes with Bjord sailing, the vessel into town.
So Hannah kind of goes to you. She's laughing away. You guys doing this, and she goes, "Bjord Noxcar, we've missed you around here. Please come and see us." At this point, you both realize why you don't come here very often. Like, you both have this whiff, and it is like fish. It's like the walls are fish, and you can smell. Oxcar, you're looking at your fresh armor, and you're just kind of like wiping some slime off your gauntlet, the fish slime off your gauntlet. As
I kind of knock down the Cosmopolitan and go, "Oh, look at the time, Oxcar."
Yes.
We must be going. It's like probably 10 o'clock. Probably got 2 hours left, but...
Yeah, what time are we, DM? Do we have a little bit of time left in town?
Yeah, you got a bit of time. Yep, you can do whatever you want. Yep.
Okay, so then me and Bjord gets to walk outside, and Bjord, I'd forgotten how smelly it was in there.
It stinks. Let's get out of here.
What should we do? I mean, we've got a bit more time up our sleeve. I'm just trying to think of anything else in town that's worth our time before we carry on. I mean, I wonder, for example, whether we should have a quick look around for any more health potions that might be in town.
Yes, there is the market, isn't there?
And also, we could have a little...
Oxcar!
We could have a look. Who's that?
And you see, it is... Oh no, that's not the right fucking voice. God damn it! Hang on.
I didn't hear a voice at all. Yeah, go on. What have you
Didn't
got?
hear anything.
It's coming. He's going to fix it.
Oxgar. Good to see you.
And you see Lankus walking towards you.
It's Lankus. Lankus. How are you, Lankus?
You've been in that shit fish smelling paste again, haven't you? I can smell it on you.
We forgot why we went there, actually. Anyway,
Yeah.
it's good to see you. We're looking forward to coming to
Yeah.
see you in your pub sometime
Oxgar,
soon.
have you got time for shield sledding?
Ooh, you know what? I have got some time. And on the way there, I want to talk to you about some brewing as well, actually. But yeah, so, Bjorn, do you want to join us in this one? Or are you wanting to do
look,
something different?
I tell you what, I'm going to go to the Sea Ghost and start getting things ready for the journey. But we've got a bit of time,
One thing you
so
could do, mate, you could look around town for some health potions, actually, before you go to the boat. That would be worth time. But yeah, Lankus, let's
Yep.
go.
okay.
Let's go. Let's go to Prime Water Mansion. I've already got a spot picked out.
Yeah. Ha-ha.
Oh, have fun, children.
Okay.
See you, Bjorn.
Bye.
So,
Oxgar, what is it you wanted to talk to me about?
Oh yeah, so as we're walking there, I pulled out some of the brewing supplies that I found aboard the vessel, and just get Lankus's take on it. What does he think about the stuff that I've got, and more specifically, what else do I need to get in order to start fermenting, and testing some brews based on his knowledge.
what brewing supply? Have you got the ones that were provided just as like brewing supplies?
So
On
I've
the
got
ship,
some.
yeah,
I've got
on
some
the
brewing
Sea Ghost.
supplies, and there was also some extra stuff on the ship that we picked up as well, which is kind of what I'm showing him.
Oxgar, from the look of these, I think you could start brewing now.
Okay, fantastic.
look,
Do you think
I'm
I
gonna
need
be honest
Do you
here,
have any
Oscar.
equipment I need to buy for you in order to get going?
No, I think you just need space.
Okay.
So we obviously haven't organized space in the Wicked Goat for any brewing supplies yet, and my take on it was potentially you could find space, do your brews, we try them, I sell them, we make money, and we go shield sledding.
That sounds like a great life to me. Okay, what I'm
So-
going to do then, I do have some space on our new vessel, so maybe I'll do some test brews there. And once I've got something that I feel like is a good brew, I'll bring it to you, and then we can discuss the next step.
Sounds perfect, Oxgar. Yes, take away, do some test brews, bring them to me. Maybe we can test them with Manistrad and his mining contingent. You did
that's a
say you
great
wanted
idea.
to make a dwarven ale, didn't you?
Absolutely, yes. A dwarven ale must be made for sure.
Okay, sounds good.
So,
Yes.
at
Right.
this point, you
Yeah.
have made it to Prime Water Mansion. And Lankus takes you to this area of manicured garden, and there appears to be 3 different areas for shield sledding here. Just going to quickly change the music. The first one is a long, steep grass, just pure green grass. And when I'm talking steep, it is like Seymour Street steep. It is like this massive big, and it looks like the grass is just going to flatten down, and you're just going to go a million miles per hour on there. And it kind of takes you across to the second one, and it's this flower bed, medium slope. But in the middle of the flower bed is one large lump. It looks like you'd be able to get airborne over this lump. Then it takes you to the third one, and it is like these beautiful roses that have all been flattened down. But it's like a winding kind of careering one. And on the edges of this one, there are rose bushes. So if you go off the edge, you're probably going to get spined.
So Oxgar, what are we doing here? We've got 3 options. I like the look of that one.
And which one's he pointing to?
He's pointing to the grass, the big steep grass shield sledding one.
I was thinking exactly the same. Maximum speed. Let's go.
All right, so you guys both jump on this fucking shield, and off you go. So I'll get you to roll an athletics check on this one to see how well you hang on when it's going so fast.
Okay, now I think I'm supposed to get advantage with sledding, right?
You do,
Because
yep.
of the shield of sledding.
Yeah,
So you happy with that?
Yep, you get advantage
All
on
right.
any rolls with any ability checks made while shield sledding.
Oh, that's better. 26.
26.
Ooh.
So you guys fucking flog down this hill so fast, and Lakers is hanging on. He's fucking laughing. You just go flying down, no problems. You manage to hang on during the speed bumps, and no good. You kind of get at the end, and Lankus is like, he's got like reasonably short brown hair, and he's just like really taken aback by it, pretty pumped up. Quick, we must do another one. Which one? Ooh, I don't know, my voice changer. He wants to do another one, but he wants you to pick the path.
I said, that was awesome. I definitely want to do another one. I think we have to do the flower bed, medium slope with the jump in the middle. And
yes, the flower bed, yes.
We should try and do a barrel roll off the jump.
A barrel roll?
Yes.
So what, we just tuck ourselves in and do we lean left or lean right?
We're going to lean right and try and roll right and land back on the board.
You got it. Let's try.
Okay, so I'll get you to make an acrobatics check on this one to see how well you do a barrel roll in this.
Because of the difficulty, do you want to do it without advantage?
Yeah, look, I would say that's good because you're trying to do a barrel roll. Yeah, do it without advantage on here.
All right, here we go. 18.
Oh, man. That's
So, sledding down this flower bed, picking up a bit of speed, not as much as last time, and you go whoosh, and you're both in the air. You feel time slows down around you, and you both tuck, does a full turn, and bang back onto the flower bed as you're like careering down the end. Now, at this point, down the bottom, you guys were so caught up in your action that you didn't realize that Gellin Primewater is standing at the bottom of the hill.
Excuse me, Oxcar Battlehammer. What is it you are doing on my property?
Oh, this is your property, is it? Sorry, we didn't realize. We thought this was just a local flower bed for sledding, of course.
This looks like great fun, Oxcar. May I have a turn?
Gellin, you want to have a turn on the sled?
Yes, take me up the top. Come on, let's go.
Okay, is the sled big enough for 3 people?
I would say that he's gonna, if he wants to fit on, he's got to sit on someone's lap.
Okay, Lankus, Gellin, are we gonna try for a 3 or do you want to do a 2?
Let's try. Let's go a bit daring. I've seen you two do the other 2. Let's try the one with the thorns, the rose thorns. Let's try this one.
wow, Gillen.
As he's pointing down.
Okay, I'm keen. Okay, yeah, 3 men down the winding, careering.
I'm going to get
bush,
you to roll another
possibly dangerous
acrobatics check. This one is actually reasonably slow, but I'm going to get you to roll with disadvantage because you have got 3 people on the shield.
Disadvantage. Okay,
Disadvantage.
What am I doing? Is athletics or acrobatics?
Acrobatics. Disadvantage acrobatics. Yeah.
Oh man, this is not going to be good.
Dude.
Oh no!
So you guys go down, and it's like a series of corners, and there's rose bushes on all the sides, and you go careering into the very first corner, and you all take 2 piercing damage from the rose bushes. Lankus.
Ah,
Into the
fuck!
rose bush.
My ankle!
Oh,
I've been
Oh,
thorned!
gee, oh, Lankus, Gellin, are you okay?
Ha ha ha! Oh, jeez. I've never had so much fun.
Oxcar.
Look,
You know what? We're going to have to do this again sometime. I think I'm running out of time now, but that was heaps of fun.
Oxcar,
I
I
send
must...
a message to Oxcar on the sending stone, and I say, if you're heading to Primewater Mansion for sledding, keep an eye out for Gellin. See if you can maybe talk to him about why he wasn't at the council meeting.
Oh, yeah. And I pretend that, that I haven't heard that. And I say, Gellin, why weren't you at the council meeting? Just straight to his face.
Oxcar,
He looks around him, to, you can kind of tell that he's a bit on edge with this question. And he kind of looks behind his back and he says to you,
Oxgar, I must apologize with how I behaved at the council meeting. I am under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress right now. In fact, I would like to speak to you and Bjord in private in my mansion one night at some point. I don't know how to tell you this, but I think I am in danger.
bear with me, boys. We just got a massive raid from Muz BCG.
Hey,
Yo, Muz.
Thank you so much, man. I thought I turned my raid alerts off, but clearly I did not. J Bats raided Surfy Soap. Welcome in, everyone. Danger music initiate. So, guys, our players have just done a bunch of shield sledding through a nice manicured garden and squashed a bunch of flowers and things. The owner is, they thought he'd be pissed off, but it turns out he's not such a prude. Awesome, Muz. Thank you so much for the raid, mate. Okay, so Galen continues his story.
Yes, I must apologize. I was not myself at the town council meeting, and I just, quite frankly, I don't feel safe, Oxgar. There's something that I must discuss with you about my current arrangement and situation. I request your attendance, please, in my house. It is nearly the only place where I feel safe these days. Bjord and yourself, what's your availability tonight, tomorrow night? Come for a drink. I've got a fantastic barman by the name of Rygax. Does amazing things with transmutation and magic to make drinks.
I think we're available tonight. I'll double check with Bjord when I see him this afternoon. Galen, are you so scared? Would you rather come with us on our vessel? We have a pretty safe vessel that you can come and sort of stay there if you're concerned, and we can have you safe there while we're doing what we're doing this afternoon.
I appreciate the offer, Oxgar, but I'm not much of a seafaring type, unfortunately. Just while I deal in the textile trade, you see. It's fine. I'm sure I'll be fine, Oxgar. It's just... Look, I prefer not to discuss it outside. Please, come see me. You already know where I live, clearly. I just wanted to take the time to apologize to yourself as well. Come see me.
Oh, thanks, Galen. Hey, so to the DM, is Oscar picking up any sort of deception here?
You can roll a insight check on him.
Yep. Okay, we'll give that a go.
See a Surfy.
Hang on, I'm on disadvantage. Oops.
Mikey looks like someone
Yeah,
I've seen
Surfy.
on TV. Yeah, he's famous. G'day, Lush. How are you? Nice to see you,
Massive.
mate.
Let me do that again. Perception. Hang on a sec. I did a disadvantage.
Wait, is it
So
perception?
we get a 11.
No, sorry, insight check, sorry.
Oh,
Oscar?
inside. Yeah, I think I
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. I'll try again. Boop. One day I'll get it. Okay, so...
Nat 20, baby!
Natural
Oh, God.
20. Everything that he is saying and your instincts are sounding true. He is legitimately nervous about something. And you can tell by his mannerisms, he's kind of looking behind him every now and then, and he's probably not even that comfortable being outside right now. For whatever reason he's asking you to come and talk to him is one that he is legitimately asking for your help on something.
Okay, I'll let that one go, and I'll say, I can see you're nervous being outside, Gillen. You get back inside, I'll get back to the boat, and we'll see you tonight. We'll come with haste. We can see you're in trouble here.
Thank you. And Lankus? That'll be 50 silver for the repair of my garden, please. I'll take it in beer on my next visit to the Wicker Goat.
Fuck you, Galen, you old bastard. But no problems. Come by and I'll sort you out.
All right, thanks, Gillen. We're gonna get out of here. And as we wave goodbye and Lankus and I walk away, I'm gonna slip him 50 silver and say, this one's definitely on me.
Okay.
Thank you, Oxgar. I appreciate that. And I'll see you tonight. Please, come whenever you return from whatever you're doing with Anders. I hear you are helping out with the fish problem today. Good luck on that. Don't wear that
your
armor
voice is
on the
suddenly
boat.
very high pitched there. But yes. Lankus. We'll come and see you after we've had
Oh,
a chat to Gellin.
that was Gellin talking to you.
Oh, that was
Sorry.
Gellin.
It was Gellin.
That was
Okay,
Gellin.
Gellin.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, no, I'll see you tonight, Gellin. Sounds good.
See you tonight. Okay. Voice changer.
I'm heading back to
Boys,
the boat.
it's my first night using voice changer. I'm fucking getting used to it. It's real. It's
Yeah,
real.
it's good,
real
man.
tough.
It's good.
Okay.
You're doing well.
So, DM, just before we get onto the boat and start the next thing, I did just want to check around town for any potions. I think that's what
Yep.
Bill was going to do while we were wrecking
We can.
flower beds.
How many potions have you guys got?
I've
the
still
moment-
got 2 normal.
I've got 0 at the moment. I'm pretty sure I used them all up. Yeah, I've got none.
Don't you have one? Do you guys still got one big one or not?
No, I used it. Greater healing. I used it up.
Okay, Oscar, I'd say that you would be able to buy one more.
Greater healing or normal healing?
Greater healing, and it'll set you back. I'm not Googling, I swear. 100 gold pieces for a greater healing.
Yeah, righto.
Yeah.
I'll definitely buy one. Oh, hang on. No, I do still have one. So
Yeah, I
was
thought
looking
you
at
had
the
a.
wrong
I
side.
thought you had a greater healing.
I do, yeah. I'll just, yeah, in which case, it's fine if I don't buy that one.
Excuse me, sir. What's a greater healing? All right, no greater healings. Yeah, I would rather you guys. I'll run. So just out of game right now. I'm happy for you guys to carry at least one healing potion for each party member at one time. Is basically what I'm going to give you.
Yeah.
Just so it gives you that option to pop a heal each at some point to do it.
I do
Okay.
have one, yeah. Okay, cool.
But
Yeah,
they'll
that's
start
fine.
being greater healings as well. The ones you guys get because they don't do much, do they? It was like 1d8 or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I think
it's
the
a
normal
pretty
one's like
small heal.
2d4 or something, maybe, I think. Yeah, 2d4 plus 2 for the small ones.
Yeah. That's okay. I got good berries as well.
Yeah. We're all
Okay.
good.
So, you guys make your way. I presume you want to now go down to the docks.
Yes.
Okay.
Back to the sea ghost.
Oh, hang on. We forgot to ask about, what's her name? The lady. But yeah, we'll just do that later. That's fine. Yarrow Shadow Breakup. That's fine. We'll ask later.
Oh yes.
So, you make your way down to the docks. Now, since your time in Saltmarsh, you have both avoided the docks. You have not been down here before. Bjord, your crimes as a sea prince have now been absolved, so you guys feel comfortable coming down here. Now,
I'm
first
feeling
time.
much better about being out in the open and everyone knowing now.
So, it is the most hectic thing you've seen in a while. Bjord, you've been around docks before. Oxcar, not you so much, but there is people buzzing around each other, holding crates of fish. You see everyone like kind of bumping into each other. Now, the docks of Saltmarsh are a hotbed of information, both true and false. Lankus told you this before, and you've kind of heard these rumors before. As you're passing through the crowds, you kind of hear these snippets of information that are people having these conversations. And if you would like to, you can stop and try to listen to one of those snippets of information as you're making your way through the docks.
I'd definitely be keen on that.
Yeah, I think we're definitely keeping ears out.
Okay, so roll a d6 for me and tell me what you roll.
Just one of
Both of
us?
Yeah, either one of you. Either one of you.
Oxnard.
You're gonna- You're going to
me?
hear the
Okay.
same thing.
There we go. 5.
Okay, you hear these two people talking, kind of keeping their voice low, and they say, "Hey, did you hear that there is a vampire hidden in an ancient tomb in Crabber's Cove? I knew that place was no good." "Yeah, I heard that too. Strange place to keep a vampire, if you ask me." And keep walking.
I said, Oscar, did you hear that?
Sorry, I'm muted.
Oh, so did you hear that, Oscar? That sounded like a bit of a high tail.
Yeah, maybe not though. I've heard of vampires before.
Have you heard
Where's
of
Crabber's Cove?
I've
Never
no
heard of Crabber's
idea.
Cove.
So Crabber's
That's
Cove is on. Actually, no, you don't know yet. You don't know. I was just going to fucking tell you.
yeah.
I'm going to have a look at the map that we've got. Let's have a look.
Nah, we'll ask Lankus later. He'll be able to tell us. Surely.
Crabber's
Never heard of
Cove.
Crabber's Cove.
Vampire.
Lead,
Okay, yes. Ask Lankus. Okay.
So the docks
Okay,
are
cool.
palpable with the smell of fish. You guys kind of make your way down there. You do see a large vessel, and you see Anders upon the bow. And he has so many crew on this vessel, and there's guys bending down and they're untangling some nets, and there's other people that are kind of manning the sails and everything else. And he notices you, and he goes like this.
Fjord, Oxgar, welcome, gentlemen. Hurry along. We must set sail. The cove is 30 minutes from here. Hoist the mainsail. Lift the anchors. Navigate to the cove, please, gentlemen. On board.
Oh. Yes, Anders will follow right along, and we hurry to the Sea Ghost, where our own crew, Pemble, is his name, Pemble Golding and Sir Butticus are getting things ready for us.
Okay.
Say, come
So
on,
are you
Oscar,
guys
let's go.
you guys taking Anders' vessel, aren't you? Or do
So
you
are
want
we
to take
going
the
on
Sea
Anders'-
Ghost?
Are we going on the Anders vessel, Oxgar? I say, Oxgar, do you want to take the Sea Ghost, or do you want to go with Anders?
That is a good question. That sounds like a question for someone that rides the sea. What do you think, Bjord? What do you
I
think
can
of his
see it.
boat? Is it safe?
I can. So I look at his vessel, DM, and do I see it's similar size to ours?
It's pretty much the exact same size, but he's got
Okay.
about an extra 10 crew than you guys have got.
Okay.
He's definitely under the impression you guys are coming with him at this point.
Okay. Look, I think it's probably easier if we just go with him. That way we can focus on the job at hand and not having to maneuver the vessel.
I agree. We might learn something by being on the vessel with Anders anyway. There's something
Okay.
going on. Yeah. Let's
I
go.
yell out to Darcy. Darcy, quick! We're gonna go with Anders. And so
Cool.
she
Darcy hops along.
hustles off the Sea Ghost, and we tell Pemble and Sir Butticus to just hold it there and maintain the vessel for us. And they get an afternoon off.
Pimble
Well-
and Sir Butticus.
Please, relax, Fjord, Oxgar. This is my greatest fishing vessel. It is called the Fisherman's Dream. This was the vessel that has been in my family for many moons, many years. The vessel that my late mother once captained. This brings in the highest tonnage of fish into Saltmarsh port of any other vessel. Now, it's going to be an interesting time for you.
He looks you up and down, Oxgar, and he's clearly judging you on your armor.
A few things about underwater that I should warn you about. Any armor that is heavy will sink you straight to the bottom, and you may have issues getting back up. I would recommend you wear a lighter armor for this. Also, please note your movement is slower underwater, as you would know. Usually about half of your land speed. Not to mention,
And at this point, he taps your warhammer, Oxgar, and he goes,
these things won't do too good underwater.
and he rolls out this, this leather-bound roll, and it's got all these weapons that you can see in there. Different sizes. You see a trident, a spear, a couple of little short swords, and what looks to be a kind of spear gun kind of looking thing.
Now, you can use your weapons you're using now, but they might not be too effective. I would say a bit disadvantageous to use these underwater, if that's a word. So, you're welcome to use some of my weapons, which will not pose disadvantage should you find any type of combat down there. Please take what you need. There is a spear, a trident, 2 daggers, 2 short swords, and this here spear gun, which is basically a cross.
It is a crossbow, but it's like a one made for underwater. Curdy, just
Here you go.
these are D&D rules underwater, by the way. So one thing to also note, if you are attacking with a ranged weapon, If you attack further than its minimum range, it instantly misses. Now, I don't know how that interacts with sharpshooter, so I don't know how we're going to play that, but that's what the rules say. If it's beyond the minimum range, then it's a miss.
Yeah. Okay. So can I use the longbow underwater, or does it have to be a crossbow?
You can use a longbow, but it poses disadvantage on the attack roll. Same with your hammer, Oxguard.
Okay, this is cool.
Yeah. So you guys can have a look at these different weapons, see which one you would like to add. And also, Oxguard, you might want to change into some leathers or something if you've got them.
Yeah, so I'll definitely do that. And I'll stick on my studded leather that I wear for hunting. And
I yell out to Darcy, hey, Darcy, did Oxguard's pink armor rock up?
And Darcy holds up these two sets of armor, one real little short-ass one, and they're like bright pink that you can see from the sea ghost. Do you want them now?
Yes. Oxguard says yes.
She runs across...
and I'm saying, oh, no, but clearly saying yes.
She runs across and Anders is kind of looking at you and raising his eyebrows as Darcy's running along with this pink leather armor, tight pink leather armor.
Yeah.
Okay. Great idea, Oxguard.
Oh, here, let's see. Okay. Spear. I'm just trying to work out what this is. A spear one-handed? Oh, it's a throwing. Is it? Hang on.
You can throw spears. Yes, you can throw a spear.
And was the other one a trident?
There's a trident as well. Yep.
I'll just take the spear gun. I say, Anders, this spear gun looks like it's right up my alley. I might take that.
Okay, so
yes, I thought you would like that, Bjord. Yes, it is a ranged weapon of the sea. In fact, we used to do a little bit of spearfishing in the parts of the cove, and maybe do keep your eye out for the odd tuna or some nice fish down there for sure.
Absolutely. Can you tell me what sort of effective range this spear gun has?
I don't know off the top of my head. Whatever the range is on the crossbow is what the range.
A normal crossbow.
On a normal crossbow.
I'll have a look.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna. So for Oxguard, he's got in his pink leathers, and whilst trying to act disgruntled, is clearly quite pleased with how they feel and how they look.
Okay.
And so Oxguard is intending to still bring a shield if that's going to pose no disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fine. You can have nothing on shields in the rules.
In one hand is what he's imagining to use.
Okay. Yep. Absolutely. No problem. So at this stage, you guys have begun your voyage out. And Bjord, you're kind of paying attention here to where you're going. A place called the Cove. And I'm just going to have a quick look at the map here.
While we're on the way out, I want to ask Anders if he's heard of Crabber's Cove.
Crabber's Cove.
Light crossbow minimum range is 80 foot, Grizz, so it should be...
Yeah, roger that.
Jesus.
Okay, give me a sec, boys. Shit. God damn it.
Oxguard, you feeling okay? You look a bit nervous.
Well, I am on the ocean. It's very deep. I'm not a great swimmer. I'm not going to lie.
It's okay.
Crabber's
I seem
Cove.
to remember Anders saying they have some special potions for us.
I think we've got those already, but yes. Doesn't make me not feel nervous, though. The ocean is not my home.
It's okay.
Now, Oxgar,
We're
you were
here
asking
together.
about Crabber's Cove, were you?
Yes.
So, Crabber's Cove, interestingly enough, is the cove is actually out offshore from Crabber's Cove. Now, the Crabber's Cove is here on your map.
And he points to number 24 on your maps.
Oh, yeah, okay. Of the Saltmarsh.
A secluded bay. There are a handful of buildings here, collectively known as Crabber's Cove. The buildings here have been weathered for many years, abandoned from Saltmarsh residents years ago. Interesting fact for you, Oxgar and Bjord. if we ever want crab, this is where we go. Hence the name Crabber's Cove. There are many species of crab here. Not really a place many people visit anymore. There are some ruins and other bits and pieces there. I have heard an interesting rumor of recent about a vampire living underneath Crabber's Cove. Could just be a rumor.
Yes,
Who knows?
Could just be a rumor. Interesting.
We heard that as
Actually-
well today. It's strange.
We did. Just for the DM, I can't see tier 24 on the map.
Can't see 24?
I can see 23.
Oh, I wonder if it's been cut off.
might be
It
cut off, I can
is.
see
Oh
it.
no, it is to the north. 24. Up.
Yeah, we can't-
up north
can't
of
quite see it.
Saltmarsh. You guys can't see it.
No.
It might have been trimmed off a little bit.
Which map have you guys got? You got this one?
We've got the one of the Saltmarsh town, where
Oh,
we can see as
shit.
far north as the Temple of Rakan.
Far north. Oh, really? Anyway, it's to the north. It's like a little cove.
That's
a bit
cool.
further
Yeah, that's
north.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool. We don't
Yeah,
need to
I'll
know.
share one
That's
with
fine.
you guys eventually.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys have made your way out into the ocean now, and you're quite a way out. You can no longer see the ocean floor. It is a beautiful day. The birds are chirping, the waves are crashing. Whatever you've done, Bjord, it appears that Prakan is happy with you today. Maybe it is because you have joined the his order of religion, or who knows? Maybe it's just a nice day out on the water. But it is beautiful. At this point, Anders and his crew start mobilizing. Guy drops the anchor. There's this hustle and bustle around the vessel, and Anders kind of goes,
Bjord Oxgar, we are here. I suggest you probably drink your water-breathing potions now. I believe you have an hour on so. Just keep in mind there is no warning when these run out, so suggest just keep a bit of a mental track of how long you're down there for and come up earlier than anticipated. I don't want any drowning down there, gentlemen. Now, let me reiterate what is happening here. This is our favourite fishing ground here, where we've always caught fish. We're still catching fish here, but we're also pulling up bones in our nets. And we cannot sell fish that are that have bones coming up with them. They appear to be human remains. We haven't been able to fish here for a good couple of weeks now without pulling up bones. So please keep your eyes out for graveyards, or just if there's anything down there, report to me and then maybe we can fix it on the next visit. But please let me know.
"That's it."
Okay.
Okay,
So
all right.
Oxnard drinks his potion.
Yeah, you guys drink your potion.
Yep, I'll drink mine too.
Okay.
And we
second.
will hop over the side. Wish us luck, Anders.
Okay, so you both jump over the side and splush. Your bodies hit the cool water. You have your masks on. And straight away, you know why this is their fishing ground. You can barely see the ocean floor at this point, but by golly, is it beautiful. There are a deep color of blue, and you can see below yourselves there seems to be a cascade of different fish species, from small pelagic fish that are darting around you guys to what appear to be quite large shadows towards the bottom of the ocean. Slowly descending down. At first, both of you are anxious. Oxgar, you have used a water-breathing potion before, but I don't know whether you truly breathed underwater. Your first breath, so to speak, both of you are kind of scared to see what happens. But you take your breath, the water fills your lungs, and much like a gill works on a fish, you're able to extract some very small amount of oxygen. Your lungs require much less underwater with this water-breathing potion. Slowly drifting down the depths, and the marine life is staggering. There seems to be a bit of a temperate climate here. You see many different schools of rainbow-coloured fish, greens, blues, reds, a variety of sea plants. No corals, not that you know what corals are, Bjord you might. Seaweed, ranging from emerald green to bright red. They provide a stunning contrast against the blue. And you guys notice down the bottom, there are two humanoid figures as you are descending. seemingly floating about a meter off the bottom of the ocean as you slowly descend down to them.
Oscar, can you see them? There's 2 people down there.
That sounds good.
That does sound good.
Is that working?
Yeah, that is definitely working.
Paco, that's my brother, and he is bloody. These are both my brothers, mate. Legends.
Oscar, look, people.
Whoa.
And Oscar's just
Yeah.
pretty wide-eyed and obviously uncomfortable as he's floating down.
All right, we swim closer, and can we try and discern what they are?
So you straight away recognize these 2 people as being sea elves. They don't see you yet, but you are coming down to them, and they've got the classic pointed ears, blue skin, from what it appears to be, and they seem to be wearing the very similar clothes to Oceanus.
Okay.
I'd like to see you. Hello there. We are friends of Oceanus, the sea elf.
Hey, you! Good sirs, Oceanus, you say?
That's right. We rescued him from a pirate ship yesterday.
Oceanus from Manam.
That's correct.
Yes.
Please, let me introduce ourselves. My name is Ravad, and this is Stream.
It's nice to meet you both. Look, you must be wondering what we're doing down here. Let me explain. The fishermen of Saltmarsh have been putting up what they think are human bones with their catches. Do you know why this might be?
Human bones? Well, look, this might be the same issue we have. Down there in that cavern.
And he points, and down below him, they're kind of standing on this raised big rock, and you can see that peering down below him is this about a 3-meter entryway. Doesn't look dark in there. In fact, it actually looks quite well lit. There is almost a blue glow coming out of this.
In that cavern, there is rumored to be a graveyard, a sea elf graveyard. Now, unfortunately, this is why we are here too. You see, I dropped my grandmother's necklace down in that cavern. When was this stream? Yes, yesterday. And look, there's something not nice in there, and I'm afraid to go and collect it, which is why we're kind of here. We're kind of trying to figure out a way to get in there and potentially get it out. Look, maybe you can hit 2 birds with 1 stone here. You can check it out, the graveyard, and maybe see if you see our grandmother's necklace.
Okay, that sounds good. But look, we are not sea creatures, and you're clearly at home in the ocean. Will you come and help us if we go down there?
Look, I would love to, but I am extremely terrified of sea creatures. I am just not made for fighting. And he lifts his hands up, and there's
no weaponry or anything.
We are just villagers. I'm sorry, this is why we're here. We cannot help you.
Come on, Bior, let's go.
Okay. Do you have anything to trade for your mother's necklace if we find it?
Yes, I do actually.
And he does this little swirl, and you notice this extremely fluent cloak that he's wearing. Almost shaped like manta ray wings that are coming off the side of him.
Oh, that sounds cool.
This is a family heirloom. But if I must, I would give you my cloak.
I feel bad.
Look, should we recover it? We can talk terms afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
Okay.
You guys
Wish
are...
us luck.
Thank you so much. We appreciate your help.
All right.
And we descend down.
All right, boys, I've got a scene. Let's go. I'm fucking... The
Oh,
first
here
time
we
we're
go.
actually going somewhere. Let's go. All right, hang on. Get
Awesome.
there.
Ooh, this looks cool.
You guys can see that?
Yeah.
Yep, got that. Where are we?
Down the bottom left.
Oh, I'm assuming Bims is not coming with us.
No, Bims has been
He would
left
have
up
drowned
the
by now.
up the top. Bims has been left up the top. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so upon entering this area, it is beautiful in here, and the light that you could see that was kind of shining out of this cave was actually from these bioluminescent filter feeders down here. Just by looking at it, you can see orange as well as blue ones, and they are lighting the whole cabin interior with this beautiful glow. Oh, one thing that I realized you guys can't see that I need to change. Sorry about that. Give me a second.
It's a cool space, man.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Ooh, what's these little bits in the ground?
Wish I could do it quicker than fucking one by one. Okay. So you do notice that in the center of this area, it kind of opens up. You can't see anything to the north, but in the middle, to the right of where you've come in, there appears to be white bone-like looking structures jutting out of the ocean floor.
Okay.
So Oxcar at this point is feeling, you can tell that he's quite uncomfortable with where he is in the ocean. He's not done anything in the ocean before, and is kind of being the opposite of his normal self, where he's brazenly barging in. He's being very tentative and slow at the moment. With his little trident and his beard sort of floating in the ocean in his pink leathers. It would look quite comical to see this normally heroic, brazen sort of dwarf kind of look quite so vulnerable in a way.
I say, Oxcar, look, bones. Let's take it carefully. And I think we should try and roll for stealth.
Okay. Yep, you guys can roll for stealth. Yep.
Awesome.
Okay.
So I'm not disadvantaged because I don't have my armor on, right?
No disadvantage for you. No.
Yeah. Ooh. Nat 20, baby. Going on
Holy
here.
shit.
Wait, I did 2, dude. Was that? What did I get? I got 15. That's okay. That's good. We got 20 altogether.
Okay, so you guys are rocking a 20 stealth check right now.
All right, and I kind of just keep my hand on Oscar's back as he's moving his way towards this pile of bones.
Yeah. So we're just trying to be stealth, and we're just slowly creeping ahead until we see something that sort of catches our attention.
Okay. So you can kind of see a little bit more of the cave now, and you see more of the tentacle-like structures, but nothing rings a bell. I'd say that maybe you can get, what have we got? Probably, about 15 feet, and then I'll get you to roll a perception check when you're up that far.
Okay. So about there from the bones.
Yeah, about there, yep.
Yeah.
Roll
Right, and then
roll a perception check on the bones.
That one.
okay, 18 for me.
These are definitely human remains of some type. Although, Oxcar, it does look like the bones have been disturbed by something. Now, at this point, coming from behind you into this area, you hear and crazy, a whistle. Could you guys hear that, by the way? Could you hear a whistle?
Yeah.
Or did it come? Okay,
yeah.
I was just checking, yeah. Right, a whistle underwater. And you both turn around and you see the individuals who convinced you to come down here. Their names are...
I'll write it down. Ravard and Stream.
Ravard and Stream. Gee, I should bold that. Ravard and Stream. And in front of you comes squirting out of this cave a massive octopus. Huge.
Oh,
Giant octopus.
dude.
And
I'm freaking tricked.
you hear them say, "Stay right where you are. We've lured you right into our trap, haven't we? Hand over your goods and belongings, or I will not tell that octopus to eat both of you."
Okay. Oxcar is furious now with being double-crossed. And without a further word, is charging at the octopus.
Hang on. I say, wait, Oxcar. Can I try? Is animal handling, is that a wisdom? Is it a wisdom check?
There is an animal handling check there, pretty sure. Yep.
I can't see if it's wisdom or not before I roll it. I would like to try and calm the octopus down and wisdom, yes, and try and kind of placate him a bit and get him not to attack us.
Okay, you can... Yeah, roll a... well, it would be an animal handling check is what you would roll for that. So you can roll an animal handling check and I'll allow you to do it kind of where you are. You're looking at this octopus to see what its reaction is to you.
Alright, let's do that. 13.
It looks whatever you do, like you kind of reach out to it and you try to calm it, but it is 100% a pet of these sea elves, and they have it well and truly under their control to the point of where this sea elf does this action and you know straight away this thing's about to attack you, and I'll get us to roll for initiative. We got a battle on our hands.
Dang. These freaking sea elves, man.
You're going to kill him. Hey, brother, you want to turn your voice changer off for underwater?
Oh, yeah.
That's really better, I think.
Yep.
There we go.
Thanks,
It's
man.
better.
There we go.
So yeah, bloody Oceanus.
No, it's not Oceanus. These guys aren't connected to him.
I just
they're
wonder if he was evil all along.
Could have been.
You guys just believed him. I mean, he's probably right.
Yep.
We'll find out later. We've seen these rolls, brother, not that it matters.
Yeah, it's okay. This is their initiative rolls. Do you usually see initiative rolls or not?
No, not normally.
It doesn't matter.
They
It doesn't
come-
matter because we see them anyway eventually.
Okay, they're all public. Hang on. To GM.
I didn't see the
That's right.
the
It's half
octopus.
movement, isn't it, underwater?
It is half movement. It is. Okay, so. Can stream see what's happening? They can. Yep, looks pretty good to me. How much better is the Spotify for you guys?
It's
Man,
way better, dude.
So much better for the sounds. Good
Okay.
music, man.
Yeah, I love this battle music, dude. It's so good.
It is wicked.
I'm gonna just hey, that good. Okay, right. Who's up? Dude, Oxcar. Is he? Oh no, he's not.
No, no, you gotta reorder it.
Darcy too.
Descending. Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I gotta get Darcy in. She's gonna be over here with you guys.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Oxcar last as usual.
No, we didn't even roll to see whether or not we thought they were freaking telling the truth.
We're
We're just like, oh yeah, okay.
Okay, in we go.
Fucking hell. Noobs.
I know. Noob DMDers.
All right, so it is this one at the back here.
Yep.
This is your last chance. Hand over your belongings, or I'll sick my giant octopus onto you.
And she is going to ready an attack. They are both wielding kind of larger looking spears underwater. These are the longbow versions of the crossbow one that Bjord's got. But she is going to ready an action with her longbow. She kind of draws the string back and is aiming at you.
Well, I don't think we're in the mood to surrender, Oxgar.
Nah.
We say, not on your life.
The octopus
You've
runs
got a fight
over.
in your hands now.
Yeah. Battle.
It's actually going to come down here, I think. This thing is giant, and the way it swims at you is it kind of is got all the tentacles spread out underneath it, and then it raises up into the water, and its head just slowly drifts towards you, and it plops itself down so it can potentially reach both of you with its attacks. It's that big. It's like getting up alongside both of you. Very intimidating. And this thing... Does it have a... Oh, it does. Okay, cool. All right. Anyway, it is going to lash out with its tentacles at you, Oxgar. Just going to read this. Okay. Oh, fuck. It's a natural 20 with a 25.
Oh, dude.
That's definitely it.
If a creature is okay, it smacks you with its tentacle, and you feel the weight of this thing hit you, and one of the suckers tries to suck hold of your chest. I'm going to get you to roll a strength check. Wait, what does this say? If a creature is a creature, it is grappled. Escape DC 16 until the grapple to the end. Is grappled? Is that a strength check? Fuck, let's do it.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying not to roll that, but it's a 10 anyway.
So you are classified as grappled by this guy as the sucker is stuck onto your chest there.
Yep.
The other scout turns to you and goes,
That's right, Octo. Keep him held. Last chance, fellas. Hand over the goods, or suffer his wrath.
also going to ready an attack with the bow. You see draws the... loads the spear gun longbow underwater. And Bjord, you're up.
I think we're fighting. All right, I'm going to... I wonder if I should try and just run away from this octopus and get in combat with the other two. No, I'm just going to attack octopus. I'm going to pull out the short swords and just attack the octopus.
Okay.
Right,
Go for
attack one is a 11.
1 second. Just hits. Just.
All right. Damage, 4 piercing.
4 piercing. Okay, you see this thing take a hit, one of the tentacles, the one that's kind of gripped onto Oxgar, and it takes a hit, but looks fine. Oxgar, you are up.
I'll just I'll attack with the offhand as well.
Oh yeah,
Chris.
sorry. Yep, my bad.
All right, that one hit 8.
Does not hit. Swing and a
Right.
miss.
Okay. So Oxagar yelling underwater, "For Brother Hammer!" or something like that, trying to, but sounding a bit bubbly at the same time. Exactly. And just goes for a strike to start with, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
So So got a 16.
Hits.
Okay, so now that I have hit, I'm going to do the maneuvering attack,
So
which
good.
is
Yep.
good. And so Bjord can now move 15 feet in any direction.
Oh, how good.
So yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, Bjord, get over there! Is what I'm yelling as I'm stabbing this thing.
Alright,
And
go up to here.
I think this. See if this works. The damage. I think this should automatically add a superiority die damage as well. So yeah, I think that's it. So that's a total of 13.
13. Okay, good damn.
Yeah. And so and you know, moving faster than a dwarf should, he swings his trident back around and has another go using action surge for another attack.
Way nice.
That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
18.
Hits.
And go for damage this time. Oh, hang on a sec. Just hang on. Ignore that one. I've got to remove the superiority die. So for damage again, sorry,
Yeah.
you get a 5.
5. Okay. Good hit.
Good hit.
So I will also get you to roll another athletics check to see whether you're still grappled here. So you've just hit this thing twice, and I want to know whether it's still gripping onto you.
One, baby. Not
Oh,
athletic.
dang it.
So Oxcar, you are not worried that this thing is gripping onto you because you just literally fucking pummeled it with Big Damn.
Yeah.
You've just gone bang, bang right in its head, but its sucker is still gripped onto the middle of your chest as it's holding
but I
onto
just
you.
realised I can see the health bars and I can see it going down.
Oh,
damage.
yeah, all
It's
right.
kinda cool. But I'm assuming we
dang.
don't want to see it.
God damn, the Loch Ness Monster. All right, hang on. Give me a
And
sec.
same with the other 2 scouts as well.
Oh, shit, man. I don't even know how to fucking... Noob DM.
Yeah, it's all right.
It probably doesn't really matter.
See. There you go. I think you guys should be able to see that now.
Yeah, it's gone now. Yeah, I can see the 2 scouts as well.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
It actually looked kind of cool having them there, but I mean, whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't really want you guys to know how much health they got. It's a secret. Fuck, you'd be able to see,
Yeah.
you would have been able to see their AC too. That's right.
Oh, I
We're
couldn't
gonna
see
have-
the AC.
We're going to have secrecy, so you can't see their health anymore?
Nah,
Nah,
nah.
gone.
All right,
We're all
beautiful.
good. Back to normal.
Okay, Darcy looks to not be in combat with this thing, so she's going to duck back here.
Come on,
she is-
Das.
And she is going to cast a spell.
Man, I love this music.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
wicked.
Was this the Bar Brawl music as well, or was it a different one?
All right, she is going to actually cast Crown of Madness.
Oh, yes, Das.
I think she's going to cast Crown of Madness. Let's do it. Charm by, yeah, she's going to try to charm one of the scouts at the back there. So they need to make a wisdom save. Wisdom. Boom. All right. You see Darcy kind of looking at one of these scouts. Cast a spell. No effect. Seems to shake it off. And that is the end of her turn. Now, if these guys are ready in action, fuck, they probably should have attacked. But fuck it, it's fine. They're going to try to use the spear at you, Bjord.
Yep.
13 to hit.
It misses.
Got multi-attack, so also going to use a second attack. You see, quickly loading another arrow in the weapon. Shooting with it a 9.
Also misses.
So misses. Octopus's turn. Going to once again swing at Oxcar after that big hit last time. Tentacles. 10 to hit. Doesn't hit. Okay. The other sea elf fires the
Oh,
longbow
brother, sorry,
as well.
I was muted. Just one.
Oh, yeah.
You forgot to tell me what damage I took when you hit me last time. I just realised.
What did I? I can scroll up for that.
You told me I was suckered, but didn't tell me the damage.
All right. 10. Sorry. 10. 10 plus 5 bludgeoning. 15 total.
Shit.
Jesus. Yeah, okay, that's good. Yep,
Good
carry
damn.
on.
All right. Shooting at you, Bjord, and a natural 20 with the longbow. That was
Natural
a crit.
20.
I think that was a crit,
Ooh.
though, Oxcar, because she
Yep.
rolled a nat 20 as well. Yep, nat 20 with
Dang.
the spear. You take 10 piercing damage with the scout's first attack.
Oh, Raji.
See her quickly load another bolt in her weapon and fire it off again. 7 to hit this time.
That
Doesn't
misses.
All right, Bjord, you're up.
All right. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Okay. I think I am going to. How far can I swim? 15. Oh, wow! It's not very far, is it? I'm actually gonna cast a spell.
Yeah, the movement really
gonna
gets you
cast-
underwater, eh?
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna cast Bless. Level 1 on the group, so we all get additional die 4 on attack rolls and saving throws.
Very nice.
And I'm just gonna move back this way a little bit.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. Hidden under the anemone. Oxcar, you're up.
Yep.
Righto. Yep, I'm going to have another crack at this guy.
Yep,
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just having another strike here with my trident thrusting up and under,
Okay.
trying to get through his head. Basically, we get a nat 20.
Oh, yeah.
Wish that was with my hammer.
If only you were using the hammer. Yeah, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Anyway, it's all good. Also, as I do this, I'm going to go for a. Actually, where did Bjord go?
I'm under the enemy.
Okay.
Behind,
I'm going to do another maneuvering attack.
Mhm.
Like that. Mainly for the extra damage, but also so that Bjorn can go further if he wants. So let's do it.
Yeah.
Alright, and what do I do for extra
Alright,
damage for a crit?
It should automatically do it, I think. Did it?
It hasn't done that yet.
Oh, it didn't do it.
Nah. That's fine.
I think
So
you
ma-
roll an extra the dice of whatever your damage dice is on your weapon. So I
Okay,
think
so that's
have a look.
10 at the moment, plus another. Oh, hang on a sec. Plus another. Sorry. Doot. Another. Whoa, 10. There we go. So that's a 20 damage
Nice.
total.
20
Oh.
damage. Big hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Crit is double damage dice. There you go. Thanks, Belly. Cheers, mate. Legend.
Yeah,
All right.
really.
Um,
And then just to before I end my turn, you can see Oscar sort of taking a bit of a and feeling strange doing this, taking a big suck of water and doing a second wind to regain some hit points.
okay.
And I just remember what I got to do there.
Where the fuck is Bjord? He's like behind the thing over there. Right?
I'm hiding in the. Yeah, I'm like hiding under
Okay.
the enemy.
Okay, die 10 plus power. That's plus.
10 tens across the board, baby. Let's go.
Nine.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
9 plus. What level am I? 4.
Gee, you guys
So
are rolling
13.
well.
Awesome.
Some big rolls
That's
tonight.
wicked,
Holy
dude.
shit.
That's
Yeah,
good,
no, it's
man. You need to. You need to.
Yeah, I know. Bloody fight an octopus, which is wicked. All right. Yep. That's my turn.
Roger. Darcy is going to peer over to Bjord and dish out a. Okay, chance you can see within range. Healing word at you
Oh, nice.
at level 1. You take 7 points of healing, Bjord. She's also
Nice.
going
That's
to use
great.
her bonus action here as well. Bardic Inspiration on you, Oxcar.
Hey, I'm gonna put my little thing on to
So
remember.
mark that. And that is her turn.
Do I get an extra? That's an extra D6 when I want,
D6 on any attack or saving throws. Attack rolls or saving throws. Okay. Right. The sea elf aims at Darcy this time with the long bow. 21 to hit. Yep, it does hit.
Darcy. Oh, shit.
Oh, not heaps of damage. Only a 1. Darcy takes 3 piercing damage.
That's good.
Gonna load up another attack. 12 to hit. Does not hit Darcy. Okay, Octo Boy. Still looking pretty good. You see 2 tentacles rise up above it, and it tries to grip you in them again, swinging them with a lot of gusto through the water, and you feel them coming in at you. 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
Oh, wish you had your plate armor now.
Oh, no. It is what it is. It's all good.
7 bludgeoning damage to you, Oxcar.
1, 2, 3.
You are still grappled. I didn't actually. Do you want to roll a save for the last turn?
It doesn't matter. I'm happy to be grappled.
Okay.
I actually want him to be grappled. I'm not actually trying to get out of the grapple.
Sounds good. All right.
It's a crazy dwarf.
All the more for the Pipe of Remembrance, you know?
Yep.
The scout once again going to try to shoot at Darcy this time because Bjord has shot out of sight. 14 does hit. 10 piercing damage to Darcy.
Ooh.
Another attack. Another longbow attack here. 6 to hit. Does not hit. Bjord, your turn.
All right. I'm going to sharpshooter this octopus dude. I think it's. Hang on. It's longbow, right? It's the same damage as longbow. 1d8, isn't it?
Yep.
So everything should be, but I'm just not. I haven't got my archery fighting style on. So, and I'm using bless as well. Right. Oh, hang on. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's bless as well. Oh, what is that?
I think it's a 7.
A 7?
Yeah.
Does not hit.
All right. I'm going to use my War Priest ability to have another shot at it.
Yep.
This is a 12.
It hits. Hits,
All
yeah.
right. Damage is 5 piercing.
Takes a good strike to the body here. Looking pretty damaged. In fact, some of the tentacles are like floating off. Only got about 6 legs left at this point. Still looking pretty dang angry though. Oxcar, you're up.
Okay. Yeah. With another bellow, he's again trying to. What he's trying to do is just jam his trident straight through his head, because you can tell, even though I'm proficient with it, it's not a weapon of choice. So it's, whilst being effective, is pretty uncoordinated. So 23 for a hit.
23 for a hit. Hits. Yep.
Yep. I'm also going to do, for the fun of it now, I'm going to go for a pushing attack. Just because Oxcar is just, you know what like. He's just being a mad dog. All right. And so what do we get for damage?
Off to hugs.
Yeah. So we end up with a total of 12 damage.
12 dam. This guy's looking pretty dang injured. You hit this guy and it recoils. Are you pushing him somewhere?
Okay, he's going to do a strength check, DC 14, I think. Unless you want to make it less. I mean, he's massive, right? Maybe he gets an extra bonus on it or advantage or whatever.
Man, he's already
so,
rocking 17 strength, so I reckon he's already got +3 on his strength. So we'll roll it and see. It's a 13 strength check.
Oh yeah, so he fails.
He fails. All
okay,
right.
so I'm trying to slam him into the wall, right, with my trident, and I'm going with him as well.
Okay. Boom.
Because I'm a mad dog, Oxcar.
Get slammed into the wall here.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm going with him.
Okay.
Exactly like that.
Oh.
Perfect.
Does he take any damage from getting slammed into the wall?
Nah.
Does not take any extra damage as he just kind of ricochets off it. Darcy is actually going to cast her last first level spell on herself and try to heal herself here. heals herself for 6 points. 6. Okay. The scout is going to move down here and try to swing at Darcy again. 9 doesn't hit. 11 doesn't hit. Okay, Octopus's turn. All right. Looks super spooked at this point. Knows it's done. And in a 20-foot radius around the octopus extends
I know what he's going to do.
ink. Heavily obscured ink. So much so that Oxgar, you cannot see in it. You are in this ink. Actually, can I? Oh, hang on. Yeah, I can do this.
Wicked.
You guys are in the ink pool. And this guy is also going to try to use underwater camouflage in here. And he's just trying to hide away from you guys at this point. That's his turn. At this point, oops, let me take that off. This scout kind of goes... Actually, you know what? She is going to run. She is trying to run. She's moving out of here. Runs away. One of them literally swims out of the cave and out. And there is only one left here. And Bjord, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to swim out this way. And I'm going to shoot the one that I can see right in front of me.
She looks like she's given up at this point.
Okay, I can't get close enough to her. I'm just gonna attack her anyway. Why not? Sharpshooter
would approve.
with the longbow. I think that's right. And I'm gonna use a +1 arrow. Actually, no, I can't use arrows because it's a spear gun. Right, we'll see. Is that an 8?
Yeah. Rabbit does not hit.
Okay, I'll use my second attack. Bonus action is a 20.
Hits.
All right, damage. 17 piercing.
She's dead. Like, how do you do it? What happens with this weapon? With this?
I just level the spear gun, and it kind of just goes straight through her chest. So it just impales her right through the middle of her chest.
Okay.
She's just sitting there on the end of my line, and I pull her in towards me.
Damn, brown bread. Okay. At this point, you cannot see the other octopus. It is like pitch black in there. He seems to just be hiding.
Oscar, are you okay? Can you see anything?
I mean, I guess. Are we still in combat here, DM?
You are out of combat now.
Right. Okay. And I'm just sort of.
Unless you want to try to find the octopus.
Let go of me, right?
He's let go of you. Yep. He's like fully retreated back, and is trying to camouflage.
So I'm just in this pool of ink.
Yep, you're in the pool of ink. You cannot see anything in there. It's fucking like darkness in there.
Oscar, swim towards my voice.
Can I hear that? And can I
yeah, you can hear it. Yep.
Oscar,
so this
way.
Heavily obscured for 1 minute. And as it starts to clear up, you see this thing fucking dash, and it's dashing to the north. And as quickly as it was there, it's out of your periphery and up to the north here.
It's gone. Yeah. Okay, and I think Oxcar attempts to pursue it and gets about 5 feet and realizes he's got absolutely no way of catching up with this thing, and then just stops and goes, come back here! With my little trident. And I think any kind of that, the sense of vulnerability or fear that was in Oxcar prior to the battle is now completely gone. He's ferocious and heroic like his normal self, and ready to take on the world in his pink studded leather armor. And
Oxcar, well fought. And may I say,
you see that? I almost had him.
I know, you smacked him against the wall. Who would have thought? You underwater fighting.
Yeah, well, I actually really enjoyed this. Hey, how long do you think we've been down here for, Bjord?
Oh, not long, only 10 minutes.
Yeah, is that about right, DM? You happy with that?
Yeah, about 10 to 15 minutes. Let's say you guys have been down here for.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, well, look, whilst I'm loving this and I'm feeling much more courageous, we do have a time limit. We better start looking around.
Yeah, let's
what else
look
we can
around.
find.
You check
So-
your body and I'll have a look at these bones.
So you guys do hear this. I cannot believe she's dead.
Who said that?
And you see one of the sea elves, the one that ran, is back at the entrance.
Why did you attack a sea elf?
We were... Look, times are not good for me and my brother. We were kicked out of Manam for stealing. We are not allowed back in that town. We have been putting bones in the fishermen's nets to try to draw some attention down here so that we could find enough money to live. It is not a good way to live, but what else do we have? Just trying to raise some money to, move to a new town, a new ocean town. I apologize, but my brother is lost, and I must take her body and give her a proper burial, if you don't mind.
Oxcar is feeling very untrustworthy. How does he feel about this, what she's saying? Does he have any perception feelings on this?
You can roll insight checks on her. See whether you think she is being truthful.
14.
14. Do you want to roll one, Bjord, or are you happy with Oxcar?
You do that? I'll roll. Inside.
You're underwater again.
Inside. Oh, yes. I'm still underwater. 11.
Seems truthful. Seems pretty devastated that she is killed. She takes off the cloak around her neck.
This is all I have, but look, I know what we tried to do to you isn't right. I just want to set it straight here. We didn't ever intend to kill anyone. Just steal their money. We've been putting bones in nets for weeks now to try to draw some kind of attention down here. Please, have this and let me take my sister's body and give it a proper burial.
Hands you the cloak. It looks like a manta ray. This thing spreads out, and it actually looks like a manta ray creature as it kind of floats through the water very, very naturally. You guys don't know what it is yet.
I think we hand it straight to Darcy for holding until she gets a chance to work out what it means.
Okay.
Yeah.
I look at this sea elf and feeling a sense of compassion for a lost brother. I'm going to give her a gold piece. Is it him or a her? It's a her, right?
It's a her.
Or a him.
Yeah, it's a her.
It's a
yeah.
her. Yeah, I'm
Well,
going
it
to
is
give her a
now.
gold piece and say, take your body and get out.
Thank you. You do not know how much money this is to us. This will truly help me.
I'm just going to whisper to Oscar. I said, look, she has nothing left. Could we perhaps, if you don't think she's going to stab us in the back, offer her some employment on the Sea Ghost? If she's
That is
interested.
not a bad idea. We are looking for crew. I think. Do we need to do a sort of check on trustworthiness there? I don't know. I mean, she has just attacked us, right?
Mm.
But in
She's
saying that,
desperate,
having
though.
a mer person on the vessel could be pretty damn handy.
Mm. And she's still hanging around. She could have just swum away.
And to be fair, we know we can take her. If she tries to attack
Yeah.
us.
Look, we can't take her now because Anders he'll be wondering what the hell's going on. But maybe at a later date.
She's a sea creature. I mean, I'm sure she'll be able to swim into town and find the boat. Or near it, you know what I mean?
Offer it, Oscar. Offer it.
Was her name Stream?
Yes, this is Stream. I mean, yes, this is Stream.
Yeah. Stream, we've got an idea. We are looking for the vessel crew. We can pay you a wage, give you a good bed, a safe place, and companionship to work with us. We feel for your plight. Wish you had just talked to us at the start instead of starting combat, but we can only do what we can do. Do you want to join us?
I don't understand you, land lovers. Someone tries to kill you and then you offer them a job?
We are a strange type of land dweller.
We believe in second chances.
I have nothing left to live for. All I have is the ocean. If there's an excuse to maybe make a new life for myself while still being close to the place that I love, I would love to be on your vessel. What did you say it's called?
The Sea Ghost. We were in Saltmarsh. Look, just we'll be around. We can't take you now, but if you're interested, seek us out, and you'll be accepted.
I'll come hop on board tonight, and we can talk about it a bit more.
Yeah, make sure we get on first so we can warn our crew. Otherwise, they're not going to know what's happening. But yes, yeah, let us get there. Come this evening, late.
Okay, I will find you. Thank you. She walks up, grabs her brother's body, and swims off into the blue. And you guys have roughly half an hour left on your water breathing at a guess. Very guesstimate.
I'm going to spend a few minutes just casting Detect Magic.
And while you're doing that, hand me some good berries, sir. Do you have any?
Oh, yes. I have 30. You can just take as many as you like.
I would like to take 10, please.
Okay. 10 it is.
I'm just going to munch on those while he's doing that. And just have a look at just around this right, the general vicinity near us. Anything we can see.
Let's
With
swim
your
around.
detect magic, you pick up that the cloak that Stream has given you is magical. Darcy's kind of holding that. That is glowing. There also appears to be something glowing somewhere in the bone pile underneath some of the rubble that's in there. And I will get you to roll a D100 for me, please.
Ooh, that's definitely you.
Oscar, look. Okay. Hang on. D100. Last time I did really stuff for me. Oh,
That's it, 32.
32.
Okay. In there, you find a helmet. One like you've never seen before. It has glyphs all over it. All over the top of it and down the back of it. It has two kind of horns that poke up. And it is made of very well-made steel. It's a little bit rusted. It's probably been down here for quite some time. And in it is a skull. Whoever was wearing it was buried in this graveyard here. But you take it, and yeah, you have it.
Like, Oscar, look, a helmet. It's
Ooh,
glowing.
Darcy, can you tell us anything about this helmet by looking at it?
So, Darcy has one more spell slot. Actually, hang on, I can cast at second level. Okay, Darcy's going to identify both of those for you guys. So the helm is Helm of Comprehend Languages.
Oh, yeah.
What?
And the cloak is Cloak of the Manta Ray.
Oh, you get a comprehend languages spell from it. Okay. And click at the manta ray.
I'll have to have a look at that. Let's have a quick toilet break, Chris.
Yep. Let's have a quick break. Good time for a break.
Good idea.
How you going, Twitch chat? Thank you so much. Muz, I guarantee you're not here, but if you are here, mate, thank you very much for the raid. Appreciate that. Kazis, how are ya? Phallus Symbol, what a fucking band. Oh, Belly, Mikey and I are still playing a heap of music, man.
Oh, hang on.
Lots.
Which one's... Oh, Phallus Symbol's belly.
Yeah. Going well,
that
Lady
is
K.
awesome.
It's good. So, Helm of Comprehend Languages, while wearing this helm, you can use an action to cast the Comprehend Language spell from it, which that is a first level divination spell. For the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You also understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface on which the words are written.
Well, that's awesome. Okay, I've got that for now. And Cloak of Manta Ray, I'll just stick it in my inventory now as well.
No worries.
But yeah, that thing is crazy. Have you looked it up?
Yeah, dude, yeah, it's good. It's going to give you guys like proper fucking swimming speed and shit.
Man. Okay, so while Bjord is not here, I stick it on and I start whizzing around the cave.
Yeah, cool. This you get 60 feet of swimming speed.
I know. It's mental, man. That's a real game changer, hey?
Yeah, that's massive, man.
It'll probably have to go to Bjord later, but for now I'm having a turn.
I believe you can you can breathe underwater as well now with it as well.
You can. Yeah, it's mental. Great. It'll be fun.
What does it do, Mikey?
It's a Cloak of Manta Ray, man. You get to breathe underwater and you can swim at like 60 feet.
Ooh.
So I'm using it right now.
Yeah,
And I'm just whizzing around the cave. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I think after I've had a turn with it and I've had a bit of a laugh, I hand it back across to Bjorn and say, this is definitely for you. I can see you making good use of this cloak. So all you need to do is pull up the hood and then you can breathe underwater and speak really fast. I mean, sorry, swim really fast.
And is the helmet of any use to you?
Yeah, it's a language comprehension one. So I can comprehend any language by taking an action, and also like texts as well that are on a surface. So if you touch,
that's super useful.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty useful.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll put that on. But if you get the Cloak of Manta Ray and stick it in your inventory, that's going to be pretty cool. Cloak of the Manta Ray, it's called. Awesome. And I'll keep the.
Okay. Right, we just sort of swim around the rest of this cave, DM, and just scope things out.
Hanging out. No worries. Nothing else really down here, although you do see some pretty nice fish at the back of these caves. Bjord.
Oxgar, should I try and shoot one?
Definitely. And, okay, so what we're going to do here, I'm going to try and... Okay, I'll use the Cloak of whatever to try and herd them across for a good shot for Bjord to have a go.
I like it.
Yeah. And so that's at the back of the cave, right, DM?
At the back of the cave, yep. At the back of the cave.
Yeah, okay.
Swirling around the back.
Okay.
All right, so I'm swimming around with this thing, trying to hold them, to bring them in towards where Bjord is for a good shot.
Yep, they come swooshing through, like I would say maybe 50 of these very large looking, they are reminiscent of coral trout. Bjord.
Nice.
They've got red body and then these kind of like bright spots on them. And for some reason, they're schooling down here in the back of this cave and they just come all rushing out at you. I'm going to get you to roll. If you can land an attack on one, I would say that you get to keep it.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
DC is going to be 15.
Oh, I don't think I did.
Whoosh.
14.
What did I get? 14. Dang it.
Missed. You guys still have a bit of time on your clock.
Right,
You
we're gonna
can.
go again.
Do I still
Another
have
round.
bless on me? Do I still have bless on?
Yes, you still have bless on. I'd say.
All right. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
1 die 4 plus that.
Well, you're definitely gonna get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would have made it an 18.
18.
Yeah. Okay, hits. So you get this. I would say it's like maybe 60 centimeter. Big fat
Good.
bastard. Yeah,
Good fish.
good sized fish.
Oscar, look. Dinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And they whoosh around.
Whoosh whoosh, whoosh whoosh whoosh. So your time is running out. You're about 20 to 25 meters underneath the water now. You might want to start heading back to the
Yep.
boat.
Oscar,
Yeah,
let's
we're
go.
heading back.
Let's get out of here.
Okay, so I think Fjord, stick this cloak on. Me and Darcy will hang on. You can zip us to the surface.
Okay. Now, I just,
I say to Oscar, we need to be careful what we tell. And as was the real cause here, we don't want to start a war between the merfolk and humans. So what are we going to say?
We know this one was the actions of 1 or 2 mermen, and culprits will be on our vessel, and we're vouching for them. So I can't see this starting a war. I think they'll just be happy
Alright.
to know that their fishing spot is their favorite fishing spot. That could be used
Okay. I'll let you do the talking.
to. Roger.
And we whoosh along out of the cave.
Push along. All right. You guys find yourselves back on the vessel. Anders Solmore is waiting. He helps pull you guys up and out. And he is kind of sitting there and he says,
Ah, how was the swim? What did you guys find down there? Anything interesting?
Yes, I fought a really big octopus and I almost got it, but it got away at the last minute.
A big octopus.
Yeah, it was
didn't-
huge. Should have seen it.
You didn't perhaps bring any of that octopus back, did you?
You know what? That would have been very smart, but no, I don't think we could have fit the tentacles in our bag of holding anyway. So it was that big.
Wow,
We've
big
got this
octopus.
awesome coral trout. Look at us. It's huge.
Whoa! Gee, these things are rare because you cannot catch these in a net. Apparently, they hide at the back of the caves. Bjort, I will pay a pretty penny for this off you, if you don't mind.
Go for it.
Well, these sell on the
what
market
would
for
you offer?
anywhere between 100 and 150 gold on a good day. So, hey, if I've got to resell it, I'll give you 100 gold for this one.
That sounds good. Deal.
Done.
gives you
Okay,
100
so-
gold pieces, which is fucking nuts in D&D land.
Lot
But
for
you
a
know what?
fish.
Yeah, it's not bad. We've got a different economy here. Hey, so Oscar is going to tell Anders the story, leaving nothing out, although also trying to be very clear that it was the action of select few mer people down there, not the race itself. In fact, they were exiled from town. And also that we killed one and we're going to have the other one on our vessel and let him know all of that.
Sea elves. Strange. Okay. Look, I'm happy that you have solved the issue. Sounds like we will not be getting any more bones in our nets from here forth, and that pleases me enough. So, yes, I must thank you both. Greatly appreciated. Well, let's head back to town and have a brew.
Sounds good.
All right, you guys.
Okay,
So I can't remember what
Do
they
I tell-
said they would pay you for this. Do you guys
it
remember?
was 200 gold each. I had it written down. But just the other thing, brother, was what time of day is it now and how long is it to steam back?
So it is about a 30-minute steam from town. It was an hour. It was half an hour to get there. Hour underwater. So it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. Now.
Oh, yeah, sweet. Okay. All right. I'm just going to do a short rest on the boat for... Actually, I can't. It's an hour for a short rest, isn't it? So that's fine. We'll just come back.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, 200 gold each, I think it was, dude. So you're happy just to do this on the boat? I'm
Just do
assuming
it.
Anders
Yep.
just has cash
Anders
kicking
will
around.
give you the cash dollars.
All right. So I've got 200 and you've got the other 200 there. Awesome. Okay, hang on. Just while we're steaming as well, I would like to show Anders on the last. I think it was on the Sea Ghost. There were 7 professional maps that we found as well. Yeah, just wanted to show these to Anders, say if he knows anything about these, and if there could be a value to anyone. Or
Professional.
even to us.
These maps are Very, very well drawn. Look, I would say Temple of Pecan. Have you met a individual there yet?
I have not, but I have heard my colleague at arms, Bjord, here, has gone to speak to him. I will ensure these maps are with him and that he brings them up with what's his face when he sees him. Wellard. Wellgard?
Yeah, Welgar Brian-handed his name. Look, he is a holy man now, but he has very, very, very good knowledge of the oceans surrounding Saltmarsh. These appear to be maps of various islands, potentially even treasure locations. Who knows? It was on a pirate ship. Suggest bring these up with Welgar. Maybe he can, I don't know, point you in the right direction of some fancy loot. You never know.
Yes, I shall take them to him.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, I'm just trying to see. Okay, and also while we're going along, just want to ask Anders if he knows has he ever heard the name Kiara Shadowbreaker?
Kiara Shadowbreaker. Yes, everyone knows Kiara Shadowbreaker. Why do you mention that name?
That is something we've heard more recently. Sounds like we may need to find her. Do you have any knowledge of where she might be?
Kiara Shadowbreaker lives in Burl.
In Burl. Okay. Is there... I guess upon arriving in Burl, we can ask around town to find out more specifically where she is.
She is pretty hard to miss. She is the captain of the crew that enters into the Darkwood. Quite prestigious warrior, very battle-hardened. She's been doing it for a long time. That is all I really know about Kiara Shadowbreaker. She's more of a myth and a legend than a real person. But apparently she is to be feared on the battlefield. Quite a rival.
Okay, well, that's great information. That's more than we knew. We didn't know where to find her, although we do need to find her. We'll tell you some more about that later once we know more ourselves.
Yes, keep me informed. If you do head to Burl, strange town. Have you heard much about Burl?
You know what? Just a little bit. We know that it's the outpost, protecting everyone from the Dreadwood. We know there's a treant there. Also a good blacksmith as well. Anything else worth sharing with us?
No, that's about all I was going to say.
We have a ring of someone who we might find there. Do you remember that, Oxcar? The ring we found in the...
Yeah. It's Baldric Ironsmith, which, we can... Maybe he still lives there when we get there.
Baldric Ironsmith. Can't say I've heard of Baldric Ironsmith, but yeah, you nailed it in one. It is the forefront. It is the leading edge to the Dreadwood. Once upon a time, it was a battle outpost, basically. The town is fenced in quite high walls. It is a sight to behold. There are still warriors that live within its walls and venture on the outskirts of the Dreadwood, Kiara being one of them. So, yeah, worth your time to travel. Interesting place.
Okay, I look around the boat. Can I see Scarron on board the boat?
Scarron is not on board the boat and has not been seen all day when you guys arrived. No.
Okay, so, Anders, I want to take this opportunity. What is up with Scarron? He's clearly dodgy. I don't like him. I don't trust him. Tell me more.
Scarron, look, Oxcar. We may be friendly with each other, but you cannot speak about Scarron that way. He is a very trusted butler of mine. I hold him very highly. He's very highly respected. He's always looked after me and my family. I have nothing bad to say about Scarron. Why? Why are you being so presumptuous of Scarron?
There's a couple of reasons there, but obviously you're not willing to hear them, so I'll keep them to myself. But just know that we don't trust him the same way you do.
That's fair enough. We don't all have to like everybody, Oxcar.
That's true, Anders. That's true.
But we do like you, Anders, so don't worry.
We do like you, Anders. That's correct.
Very good. Well, boys, it's been a day, hasn't it? What an adventure.
Has been a day.
Nice day on the water. Actually quite unusual. Usually the cove, there's quite a bit of swell. around that area. But today, for some reason, I don't know. Maybe Prakan was looking after us today.
I'll just walk up to the bow and smell the salty air and just enjoy the sunshine and the waves.
Okay. You guys make your way back into port. Nothing else to report. It's roughly 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And the afternoon is yours. Whatever you want to do with it.
Okay, just hang on there one sec, Bjorn. I'm just updating this mega document.
The mega.
Making sure I don't miss anything. I think look at good. Well, I mean, Bjorn, tonight we have to go and catch up with Gellin.
Yes.
Prime. Make sure he's okay. Something is happening
Did
there.
we arrange a time?
We did. It was just this evening sometime. Not really a time, but I guess after we've had, a few drinks at Lankus. After dinner, I'd imagine, would be a good time.
Oh, Lankus, yes. Anders, before we disembark your vessel, the Sea Ghost is in need of a few modifications. Do you know of any shipwrights in town who are trustworthy?
Shipwright? Of course. Every good port needs a shipwright. Eleanor Bell.
Eleanor Bell.
Small dwarf woman. She'll be in the port area between its working hours. Keep in
it's no
mind,
urgent matter.
Oscar, I just want to pre-warn you. She's a sassy one, and she has a particular liking for handsome dwarf males. She may,
Ooh, Oxcar, you with your little pink leather.
she may give you a hard time.
What was her name again? I missed that, sorry.
Eleanor Bell.
Eleanor Bell.
Whereabouts is she on this map?
She's at the docks. Yeah, fucking
docks.
idiot.
Oh, Bell and relatives, yes.
Yeah, fucking relative. I don't know
Distant
where the docks
cousin
are on the
to
map.
Daniel.
They're on there somewhere.
That's at the docks.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bad
shipwright.
ducks, you nincompoop.
Okay, you need to go see Prakan with these maps.
Yes, I mean, it hasn't been a day, but he may have performed the ritual on the sword as well. So, would you like to come along, Oxcar, or what would you like to do?
I think what I might do is I might go in and just spend an hour or two putting together a brew aboard the vessel, just to see if I can come up with something there. I think that might be a bit of fun.
Okay.
Oxcar, just remind me, the maps, what were they called that you found? That we found?
They were called... I just removed them. 7 professional maps.
7.
Yeah, so just professional maps, I guess. What they were called?
Okay, Oxcar, look, good luck with the brews. I can't wait to see the results. I'll be back shortly.
Me too. Right, cool.
I'll make my way.
So I'm just going to the vessel, and I'm just going to have a bit of a pot around with some brews until, say, nightfall.
Okay. I'll get you to roll with your brewing tools just to see how you handle them for the first time and kind of, are you actually going to make a brew? Is that what you're trying to do here?
I think what I want to do, right, is because I understand that a brew is going to take time to ferment.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is try and make, say, 4 different ones, maybe 5 that have they're all sort of variances of like the kind of like an ale that I remember as a child in the clan Battlehammer.
Yeah.
Not as a child, but as an adult, I guess. But just having an attempt to recreate that taste, I guess. So the idea is to make like say 5 different ones that I'm noting down exactly how I've made those so that I can reproduce that. That's kind of the intention, and I'm assuming that they need to ferment for a certain period of time.
So
Maybe
without
it's
doing
a
too
couple
much research or thinking on this, the way that I see this is your brews are going to be special because you know what goes in them and you are aware of the taste of a dwarven brew. So I'm actually going to get you to suggest what you think that would cost to buy those products and just say that you've gone and bought them in advance, as in the actual things that you want to put in there. And then roll, I think we just record a performance check for what you've done to the brewing process to do it. We're using the tools, and then we write what that is, and that's when we go to try to sell it to Lankus or whoever else. Depending on what that number is, once you've rolled those tools, will determine how successful that goes in the bar.
That sounds great. Okay,
So what do you-
I've got okay, so with the tools, I need to pick a stat to roll with. So strength, dex, con, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. One of those.
So if you can explain to me through the brewing process how you would use any of those stats to brew it, I will let you roll with it as long as your explanation is good enough.
Okay, I mean, it's a tricky one. I mean, it could sort of fall under. I think for me, it's constitution, right? Based on previous drinking, you know what I mean, and experience.
Okay.
And,
You've
that's
drunk a
kind of how
lot
I
of
would say-
beers before and you know how they taste and you're...
Yeah. So I'm kind of using past experience as, constitution and how my body's reacted to different alcohols that, you use that as a bit of a guide to put this together.
Okay. Yeah, fine. I'll let you do that.
Damn dwarves.
Belly's probably going, you can't roll constitution for a fucking brewing. Whoa, that's high, man. Holy shit. All right. So do
20.
you want to roll
Yes.
4 different brews here? And I want you to also...
That's what I was thinking.
I want you to also name them off the top of your head as you brew them.
Okay.
If you can, or you can do it
Okay.
later, whatever.
Okay, so this one that I'm proud of, because I mean, I can sort of tell when I've made them how they've gone a little bit, right? And I mean, I've got a bit of a feeling for it. So this one's going to be called the Battle Hammer. Right?
The Battle
Definitely.
Hammer. Right.
Yeah.
Battle
Let's
Hammer
have a-
brew.
Yeah. I should write this down. Hang on one sec. Sorry, mate, one sec. Brews.
I'm
The
writing this
battle-
down too. That's all right.
Battle Hammer. 20. Okay, and so then, all right. So do another one.
Yeah, that's very true, mate. It's very true.
16.
16. Okay. Fuck, these are pretty good rolls.
I know.
All right.
I'm going to call this one the sled.
Sled. Yeah.
The sled.
Yeah. Okay, and so this one, just going to roll another one. I'm going to
You
do
gotta
four.
you gotta do the stiff mast.
The stiff mast. Nat one. Okay, so okay, I'm going to call this one. I'm going to call this one the hunt.
The hunt. The fucking hunt. Oh, jeez, that's going to be delicious, that one.
All right. And I'm gonna roll this last one here. And what do we get? Yeah, 2. So a 7. Okay. I'm gonna call
Now-
this one.
I'm just going to give the hunt an actual 1, but I'm going to give this one a 7. I think a natural 1, I'm just going to treat that as a natural
Yeah,
1.
I totally
Okay.
agree. I mean, we
All
get
right.
the idea. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me think about what's something that I don't like.
The pink leathers.
No, I like the pink leathers. I secretly like the pink leathers. You know what I mean? I don't want to like them, and I act like I don't like them, but I secretly
Oh, the nightshade.
do. Nah, there's too much hate in that. Archer.
Yeah,
Archer. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, now,
Yeah.
how many liters do you reckon we're going to get for each brew? Just curiously.
Well, I mean, I
What do you
guess
reckon?
like, I think the
As a
intention
trial
was to
brew.
sort of-
This is just a trial brew,
This
isn't
is a
it?
trial run, so I mean, it was going to be like a barrel, right? So like a barrel.
a small keg or something, like like a.
Well, I was thinking like like a barrel. You know what I mean? Like you sort of will get in.
Oh yeah.
Like a proper one big keg. You know what I mean? So I don't know how many
gallon.
liters. Well, there's probably like 100 liters, is it? I don't know. What do you get in a barrel?
Oh, come on, Billy.
So this is also 20 liters is a keg, is a standard keg, beer keg in a bar here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
talking about like the
Yeah.
actual barrel. You know what I mean? Like that you would
Barrel,
see
yeah.
that you put rest drinks on in pubs. That sort of size, right?
Yeah.
So what'd you say? A normal one's 20 liters. I'd call
20
it 100 liters each.
Oh,
Just
hang
call
on.
it
Maybe
100
it's
100
60. Maybe it's 60. Sorry, 60 liters in a standard beer keg. I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Yeah,
Go
okay.
100, I
Yeah.
reckon. Go
I reckon
100.
100's about right. Call it
100
100.
liters. All right. Now, Oxcar, you have set this up in one of the rooms of the Sea Ghost.
Yes.
You've got this. Do you know where? Like the captain's quarters, or where have you fucking put
Oh
this?
yeah. Where was that map again? Have we got that?
Yeah. There was the scullery area. We're not going to cook.
Oh, yeah,
it.
yeah,
We're just
okay,
going to
let me
drink
look.
beer.
Scullery.
Let me
Okay.
look in a sec. Hang on a sec. Because is it labelled where the areas
Sea
are?
Ghost.
Okay, no, I'm looking at it now.
No, I don't think it
It
is.
was the room on the main deck floor.
Actually, where I found the brewing supplies. That's
Yeah,
exactly
it
where
was
you
the,
were doing.
it was the forward compartment, the forward left on the on the port side.
Yeah. So I think there was kind of like a kitchen area, right? When we first walked in with like,
Yeah.
So I've kind of brewed them in there, but I'm storing the barrels in the kind of forward left bow section of the vessel.
Okay.
And
No
the
worries.
barrels are sort of tied in pretty securely into the bow.
Cool. All goes well. Looks like you've got a pretty good variety of different brews there, of different qualities, of different flavors, and it's going to take. We'll have a think about this. I'm not sure how this is going to work, but it's going to take at least a couple of days for these to be semi-drinkable.
Yep.
And then we can go market it to Lankus. So, but you've got them. They're in the barrels. They're fermenting. They're ready to go.
Yes.
Beautiful.
The battle hammer.
Okay. Bjorn, do you want to go to Temple of Prakan?
Yes, I'll make my way to Temple of Prakan.
Okay. The sun is setting right now as you rock up to the Temple of Prakan, and you see Welgar again out the front, praying into the ocean. This time he's on his knees and he's kind of sitting there with his eyes closed, hood's pulled over. He does appear to know that you have come up behind him.
So I'll just walk alongside him and join him in his prayer. Drop to my knees and just I'll thank Prakan for the favourable weathers and the full sails today on the water in my own way. Just wait for him to finish praying.
Okay, he sits there for a moment. He does recognize that you pull up next to him.
Bjord, favourable conditions on the water today. A day I have not seen its like for this year, maybe. It appears Prakan thinks favourably of you. How was your trip?
Well, I think thanks to your prayers, we had a great day on the water. It was dangerous, but we got out okay and we achieved our goals. So, thank you for your blessing and the blessing of Prakan.
Did you find anything of treasure, Bjord?
Yes, we did. Among the things we found these 7 professional maps, and I'll pull out the maps. You mentioned to bring any such items to yourself. I hope you know where these locations are. Can you decipher these?
I know these locations. They are many popular pirating islands off the coast of Saltmarsh. If you don't mind, Bjord, would you mind leaving these with me? I may be able to provide some information behind these maps. They look to be, I don't know, pointing us in the direction of something. Maybe these are treasure maps. Maybe give me just a little bit of time to sit with these. I do love nautical maps. These look very well written.
Yes, we heard as much. Yes, look, I'll leave them with you, and I'll check in with you, and you can let us know if you found anything interesting by looking at them. I just have one other thing to mention to you. Do you know anything about the Scarlet Brotherhood?
Scarlet Brotherhood. Yes, I know of the Scarlet Brotherhood. They are an ancient civilization. A group of thieves, scoundrels. Everything they touch is corrupt. They have members in nearly every major city on the Sword Coast. There are rumors in town, Bjord. The only way to knowledge on the Scarlet Brotherhood is through a vampire. who was put to rest a long time ago by the Scarlet Brotherhood for his knowledge. But that's just a rumor.
Welga, it's interesting you mentioned the vampire. We've heard rumors of one being buried in a tomb nearby. Maybe that's something we'll look into at a later date.
Interesting.
Okay, nevertheless, I must take my leave. I've got another appointment to attend to. Have you had any luck so far with banishing the spirit within the blade I left you?
Not yet, Bjord. I just need slightly longer with it. It appears to be quite a stubborn spirit. So maybe when you return for the maps, the sword should be ready by then.
I'm sure it's in good hands. Thank you, Welga. I'll be back to pray and check on your progress soon. Good afternoon.
Luck.
Okay, you leave the Temple of Prakan, learning a little bit about Scarlet Brotherhood.
Brotherhood. So at this point, I use my sending zone and say to Bjord, "Time for beer at Lancaster's."
All right, back. I'm on my way.
Okay,
And I head to the Wicked Goat.
the Wicked Goat.
For beer.
It's fucking going nuts. It's like happy hour of the Wicked Goat. The mining contingent is knocked off for the evening. I'm going to actually take us to the Wicked Goat. Let's go to the Wicked Goat.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, that's not going to do it. And
I say, Oscar, I think you should have a fight.
a bar of fight. Yar.
Yarr. Definitely good. I mean, anything else to say, DM, before we start doing stuff in here? It's just a bustling, busy thing at the moment.
Bustling, busy thing. Yep, there's fucking bards in the corner that are singing away and making noise. Manistrad is sitting in the corner with his mining contingent sitting down. Otherwise, yeah, like standard, what is it? Let's say it's Monday night in the Wicked Goat.
Okay, so I'm going to waltz up to Manistrad, puffing on my pipe of remembrance, and wave my hand at Lankus and point at the table to sort of symbol a round of beers for everyone there. I'm assuming this is going to cost me a gold.
Yeah, it'll cost you a gold. Oxcar,
And so on.
why don't you and Bjorn
Manistrad.
come and join us at the table today?
Mate, love to. And I sort of sit down and put my feet up, puffing on my little pipe there, and say, "What have you been up to, Manistrad?"
So he once again moves a couple of his blokes out the way to make room for you and Bjord to sit down. Wasn't a particularly nice day down the mine today, boys. We've been having trouble. We're going to have to try to dig deeper. You remember that level where we encountered the ghosts and whatnot? Well,
Yes, I do.
we're kind of pushing back to that territory, boys, so I don't know. We'll see how we go, but we're not going to that level specifically, but we're kind of drying out on the other ones, so we're going to have to try something new.
Do you need some muscle?
Not yet.
If you need protection,
Maybe.
we're around.
I think it's probably not a bad idea. Let me think on it, and I'll get back to you. So,
Manistrad,
Lankus...
thing.
Oh, yes, sorry, you go. Yep.
I heard that there was someone that looked very similar to me coming in on town. Do you know anything of that? Anything to share there?
Only from what Lankus has told me, Oxcar. I hear it's a mountain dwarf in town wearing a pendant necklace, but yeah, I mean, that's good news, right, Oxcar?
Well, good and bad. Lankus, what say you? Do you know anything more about this?
Oxcar, first, fuck, how was Gellin Prime Water? Oh my god, that's sledding.
I'm going
Tell me what happened, boys. I wasn't there.
Oh, Bjorn, we were
Okay, so at
sledding
this
through
point,
the...
I think the Pipe of Remembrance is starting to do images, and and it starts with the sledding, so that Bjord can see it in its full glory, the trials and the woes of the the sledding.
Yeah.
At Gallon Prime.
Shooting, and you see like the Pipe of Remembrance, and it's kind of you see the very first image of Lankus and Oxgar. It's just one still, and your faces, the expressions on your faces as you are clearly going extremely fast down this really steep hill, and then it shifts and it explodes into a puff of air and reforms back up to when you were doing the barrel roll over the middle runway over the flowers, and both of you are upside down, seemingly spinning. Puff again, and into another image, and it's with yourself, Gellin Primewater, and what's his name, Lankus, on there, and you're about to go stumbling out of the cart. You can see all the rose bushes that are kind of forming up from the smoke in front of you all. Kind of paints this picture.
Yeah, awesome. And I think also, the smoke, the Pipe of Remembrance does also do a little bit of our combat underwater, and specifically Oxgar entangling with this huge octopus, fighting that and pushing it back against the wall, and it getting away by the slightest margin.
Mate, octopus got wrecked.
Jeez. Looks like you boys had a pretty interesting day today. Go for a swim, did we?
Yeah, you say that.
Yeah, you could say that.
So, is it
yeah,
beer
was
or
fun.
wine today, Oxgar?
Say that again. Sorry, I missed
Is it beer or wine today?
Definitely beer today. By the way, Lankus, I've got some brews on the way. I think you're going to like them.
Some brews. Tell me more.
Well, I've got four underway. We have the Battle Hammer, we have the Sled, we have the Hunt, and we have the Archer. And I'll let you taste them for yourself and
Lankus,
see what
the
you think.
Archer is going to be the best. Always is.
I think the Battle Hammer sounds like pick of the bunch for me. I look forward to tasting them.
Yes. I look forward to them to be ready. I'm very excited. Could be a start of some fun.
Manistrad overhears and kind of goes, Oxgar, are you brewing dwarvish ales?
I certainly am, Manistrad. Just like you would have got from the halls of Clan Battlehammer back in its heyday.
Gee, me and my boys will be keen for that.
I thought you would, which is, why we decided to do it.
Oh, by the way, we have an announcement to make. There is going to be a fight, an exhibition match on the Sea Ghost tomorrow at noon. So gather your men and see if we can get half a day off and come and watch. It'll be Oxgar, the reigning champion, versus Colin and Bolin, whoever they
Lankus, do you reckon you could supply some booze on the boat for that if I pay you some gold?
Sorry, hang on. Yes! Absolutely! Oh, God, I'm looking forward to this. What, another fight? What, Boland Steamhoff, is it? Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
are. Yep, he's been
That's the
challenged
one.
again.
Challenged again.
Oxgar, do you mind if I bring my mining contingent and we come down and maybe have a couple of brews and watch? Would that be okay with you?
That's exactly what we'd like to do. And I'm going to pay Lankus some gold right now for him to sort of cater, basically. Come with the beers.
Who was
going to
be the match official? Was it Lankus? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, Lankus was going to be the
Lankus.
match official.
Yeah.
We should probably ask him.
We should ask him, yeah. Lankus, would you like to be judge of this fight?
Absolutely. Count me in.
All right, I'm going to pay. Is 20 gold enough, DM, to pay him for all this work?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, 20 golds heaps. Yeah.
All right. There you go. Tomorrow, noon, on the boat, at the docks. Spread the word, actually. The more there, the merrier.
Roger that. I will spread the word. Sounds like a good old party. I always like a good fist fight. Cannot wait.
We'll also be renaming the vessel, so it should be a great day.
Ah, yes, that's a good idea. The day to rename it.
Sounds good.
Well, I think, Lankus, you got any food? I wouldn't mind a bit of a meal and a bit of a short rest just while we're...
And then
Letting
we
the
should be
sun go
going,
down?
Oxcar, very soon.
Yep, so
Yeah, so we
Lankus
got time
brings
for a
across just a very quick little cheese board for you guys to go before you head over to Gellin's house. And
Yep. I'm just
yeah.
going to do a short rest while I'm just eating and drinking. Is that okay, DM?
Yeah, you can do a short rest, yep.
Cool.
No worries. Actually, I might do that for Darcy as well, I think.
Yeah.
recover some hit die.
Yeah, I'm just gonna eat a couple of good berries to top myself up.
Short rest. So what do I roll? Points. Hit die.
Just while you're doing that, DM, I'm looking at my list here and I've got Bloody Bjorn belt pouch. What was that about? Was that a magic thing or just a random belt pouch?
No, it was just a random belt pouch. Can't remember. I think you can put stuff in it if you want it.
I think it's supposed to if you're a spellcaster or something, you can put components stuff in there, can't you? You're supposed to be able to pull it out and do your...
It's the same with the spell books, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Boys, you pack up here at the Wicked Goat and you make your way over to Prime Water Mansion. Just make sure this loads. Scroll yourselves down to where you need to be found, and you are sitting at the front here.
Ah, beautiful.
Cool.
This place is rare, very fancy. You've been here before, Oxcar. Bjord, this is your first time. It's right on the waterfront, literally overlooking a couple of vessels. You see, it is way more lavish than Anders' house. You kind of waltz your way up to the front door and knock. Gellin answers.
Oxcar, Bjord, please, come on in. We have much to discuss.
And gentlemen, that is where we are going to end episode 8 of The Ghost of Saltmarsh. Yeah. Bloody legends.
Here we go.
That was good, man. That was fun. Bit of combat.
I suspected Gellin all along of being the rat, and now that he's not, I'm just very interested to see